So this is the DFW Shed Sessions Podcast, where we as musicians just come and share a lot of great information. Sometimes it can be crazy information. So if you got your tea out, go ahead and take some good sips. I am Lou Paul Beats, by the way, of Lucius White, musician, producer, / triangle player. I do a little bit of everything. We got my man over here.
The one and only J Ell Groove in the building. What's good, people?
Yep. The co-captain and the entrepreneur of a funk band known as Funk Your Feelings.
Funk Your Feelings, baby.
Yeah.
And I mean it.
We also got the Beautimus, lady that handles everything, the backstage, behind the curtains, make sure everything is looking good. She's doing the happy dance right now. We got the great Professor Mel Will.
Hey.
Yep.
Yeah, and so today we have a guest, drummer, producer. I met this guy a while back. We did a gig, I think, a couple of years ago. And since, I met him, being real cool, suave guy, and has his own little stamp he putting in the game. So
Kirk Thurman, everybody. Gotta make some noise.
Yo. I was not expecting that.
Hey man, listen. When I first met my guy, man, I literally thought they were the same person for a long time.
Wow.
I thought they were the same person for a long time. That was always funny. And now he changed his hair a little bit, so now he look like Sean Stockman.
Yeah, oh no, see that's what I normally do most of the time. So if you're an R&B head, I get Sean Stockman. If you're a hip hop head, I get Pasta News from De La Soul.
Oh, okay.
So
Okay.
Cool. So yeah. Well, his real name. We got my dude over here, Medrick. I'm finna mess the name up. Medrick, Greely.
yes, Greely.
Yeah.
Already.
Yeah. For my dude over here, so we finna get into some things. So I know, so how long you been hitting the pots and pans, the drums?
Since I was 11.
Since you was 11?
11 years old. Started in the church, of course. Mom's forced me to go to a church, and I did not want to go. Dressed me up in all white and black, and I do mean white then black. Yeah, so it was all white on the outside.
Yeah, this was before we had casual Sundays, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is when you had to. Yeah.
She was trying to let people know that we coming to church.
Yeah. Put on them church clothes. Don't you mess up them church clothes.
So and of course I was like, nah, I don't want to go. I get there and literally the first thing I see is the musician pot. And I couldn't take my eyes off of it. And
that was me. Yep.
She's like, do you just want to go over there? I'm like, yeah. So I get over there, and the musicians are like, well, come on through, man. I'm like, all right, cool. And I sat behind the drummer. And why did I do that? That's why I just fell in love right there.
Yeah. Use that little kid. Can I play? Hey, can I play? I think every drummer has had that.
Now, the irony is, I wasn't that dude. I just wanted to sit back and I was amazed.
Oh, okay. You just
watching.
Just watching.
And he asked like, "Hey, do you want to play?"
Oh, okay.
I was definitely trying to play.
And I was
I was definitely trying to play, man.
And I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yeah, man, go ahead." And like benediction hit, so I'm trying to get to it. He was like, "All right, so so you right-handed?" I'm like, "Yeah, all right, so for right now, this is gonna be your timekeeper."
Yeah.
And then so we started with that. That was my first thing, was just keeping time. Then he would let me be his right hand while he's playing. So I played the ride the whole time he's playing.
Oh wow. Okay.
And so it was just everything and then he was like, all right, so now you're my left hand. So not everything was like I want you to either push a song, or I want you to pull a song. You need to learn which one you need to do in every single one of these songs.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay, cool. Not knowing that all these cats are worldwide musicians already. Now, that's one of the things I do love about the church, that they pull you in and they're encouragers.
Yeah.
So they're like, no, you did good. No, you did good. And then like
that can be true at times.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did good. No,
all over your face. You wanted to say something.
Now watch this. Now there's the other side to that, because once you do get okay, then you get the left hand shoulder tap.
Yeah,
I mean, get up.
Oh yeah.
Soon as offense time over with.
Yeah, that was
get up.
Yeah.
Or you can be. You think you doing good.
Yeah.
And then you. Oh, what really?
You're too busy.
Too busy. Yeah.
You
know what that means. You got to stay in that pocket, Doc.
Right.
So I thankfully they were more encouraging, during that time, and they're just eager. And I never, from that moment forward of a church, I never sat in the pews. I always was behind the drummer or behind the musicians. I don't care if it was a brand new church or a visiting church. I would go there and go, okay, can I sit behind y'all? You're a musician? Something like that.
Yeah.
Like, come on behind me. So I never got the experience of, or that was my punishment. Whenever I did something, if I didn't get good grades in school or something, like, my punishment was to be in the pews.
Yeah. So was it like Baptist, Pentecostal? What?
That one was COGIC.
Kojic.
That was Kojic.
I've never heard anybody just spell it out.
Spell it out.
Yeah. See,
y'all spell it out.
Up there they did for a minute.
Really?
Yeah.
So up there, what is up there? What is
New York.
New York.
Yeah.
See, man.
If you can make it there, you can make it anywhere.
I'm
so
telling
they
you,
say.
Yeah,
cause,
buddy.
Man, there's some serious cats. the Corey Henrys and the Glenn Gibsons and man, they crazy up
But
there.
what you don't understand, they looking at everybody down here like,
Really?
man, bro, if I get down there and they say I'm good,
Yeah.
then forget New York. I'm good.
Yeah.
So,
That's crazy.
Wow, yeah.
It's the same. It's that whole love back
yeah.
and forth.
Yeah,
love.
yeah.
I think everybody kind of look at it like that from some retrospect. Like I think like a lot of musicians down here look at the same way. Look at it the same way as like looking at LA musicians like that. Man, if I can get out to LA, man, but all the while they looking at us like, man, if I can get to, you know what I'm saying? That's crazy.
Yeah. So see. You know, and that was the thing, especially with the Pentecostal church, man, because I started off on drums, and especially like the state meetings and district meetings and all of that, and just playing at church where it was a combination of different churches, especially when I was coming up, it wasn't. I'm from a small town, by the way, of Midland, Texas.
Ooh.
So. With me, when I was growing up, it's like everybody played the drums.
Yeah.
So like my dad was a pastor, and that church, it wasn't many members, about 5, 6 people, 7, 13 finger count. So I played drums. I was the drummer because I told people I don't sing. I didn't tell them that's what you saying. No, I don't sing. I just said like that, and I just play the drums. That's it. So, but when we had the meetings, it was like 5 or 6 people. It was like 5 or 6 drummers. So I never got that opportunity to just really play the drum because there's already somebody. And then it was kind of political as well. But yeah. So you know how that is. So what happened? I got to a point where they just put me in the choir.
Were you a tenor, alto, or soprano?
Oh.
You know you can sing that soprano.
Negative. I was me.
Can you break it out by yourself?
I'm gonna say that I was me. Whatever note came out, that's just what came out. But there definitely wasn't gonna be no high notes. I know that much.
They got me good because even when I was trying to be hard headed and not go to church, even though I wanted to play drums, there were certain times I just didn't want to go to church. So my moms would hit me with either you gonna pray, or you gonna play. So which one you gonna do?
Yeah.
You want to pray?
Oh, not her versions. Not her versions. I mean, it starts out the first 4 minutes is like the name of him. That's
A
the
whole
first
list.
4 minutes. And then she gets into, we are gathered here today.
Just in case you didn't know who I was talking about, I'm referring to you.
So when it got to that, when I thought that was the formula, I was like, oh, no, give me the sticks. Give me the sticks. I'll be right here because I get 3 minutes of this or 8 minutes of this, and then I'm good. And until the pastor say we about to play again.
Yeah.
But no, that praying before, after, then during, then after the testimony, then during the testimony, then the benediction.
Yeah.
Then sometimes y'all come back after
Oh,
the benediction.
man.
No, buddy. No, I'm good.
Yeah, so with that, you were saying you been in the Kojic church. I'm pretty sure you was familiar with YPWW. Where
Come
you
on,
and
young
then
people
you,
willing workers.
Yep.
Yes.
When you had to go to Bible study and purity class, and it was like church was 8 times a week, and it was 7 days.
You don't understand how I got out of all that. The irony is the same time I got into drumming, it's the same time hip hop hit me just like this. So I was able to, they didn't call it hip hop at the time, it was called the Get Down. So it didn't have a name yet. It was just, you found out word of mouth that the Get Down was happening in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
You beeline to Brooklyn. And everybody and their mom was there. And hip hop was illegal.
Okay, so what time frame was this? Like,
you're looking at 1986, 1988. I was 11 in 88. So, yeah. So 86, 88, 89.
Oh man,
hip-hop was,
you was using the freshness of it, man.
Yeah. So like literally hip hop was illegal. You couldn't do it that 86 to 88, you couldn't do it before 6 and you couldn't do it after 10 o'clock.
Oh wow.
You were getting put in jail.
Really?
Yeah. Then after that, at 88 on up, you couldn't do anything between, it was only on the radio, and they would only have 2-hour slots. So DJ Red Alert, that was Kiss FM, and WBLS would only have 12 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. And mind you, being a kid, I had to be by the record play button at 12 before I went to sleep. In order to see what happened, and I had to wake up to what my tape recorded.
Wow,
that's crazy.
So yeah, and then of course the block parties, which what everybody called it later, was block parties and the hip hop spots called the Get Down. Once I got into that, that was my excuse to not go to the YPWW.
Yeah.
Like that. So Ma, I gotta go to the Get Down. Ma, I gotta go to the Get Down, and she knew out as much as I was in the drums, as much as I was into this Get Down thing.
Yeah, she knew it.
Like, well, you're not getting in any trouble. You always come home on time. All right, go ahead.
That's kind of crazy though, because most parents like that, especially the ones that are super saved and stuff like that. They're not gonna allow you to leave
over
church
devil worship
to go like anything outside of being at YPWW, Sunshine Band, all of that. Yeah. They're not gonna let you go.
Yeah. She told me later the reason. She was like, "Well, I know me, and if any of me is in you, you was gonna do it regardless."
Yeah. Oh,
so
okay.
let me let you.
Oh yeah, because you gonna be going anyway.
Yeah. Let me let you go and give you a time to come home. Yeah. And then you're going to realize the faster you come home as far as the time frame, the more I'm going to let you do more than you want to. And by the time I was 15, bro, I was out. I'm wondering why everybody got to go home at 10. I'm going home at 1:30, 2 o'clock in the morning, and everybody looking at like...
She was high key teaching you responsibility.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So but it was little by little. It wasn't like, all right, you came home at 1 today, you can come home at 2 tomorrow. No. It was just little by little, and it wasn't even talked about. It was just, it got to the point, I'd say around skipping all the way till I was about 15, 16, to the point where it's just come home before it's time for me to go to work.
Yeah.
And that's at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. And of course, I would never abuse it. And because I never abused it, she just kept that up. So,
man, that's nice, man. That's crazy. I never knew about that.
Yeah.
Hip hop being
legal.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, bro. It's one of those things I wish they would tell on documentaries, that hip hop was illegal. We had to plug up to the light poles when they had the little plug at the bottom. That's when, and no, mind you, at
So
that time,
when that street light come off,
when the street light, yes,
street light come on.
yeah,
That's
when we gotta
crazy.
plug out. So
Wow.
on top of that, there was only between that time frame up until '88, there was only 5, maybe 6 major DJs in the world in New York. So those are the only people that had equipment. So when they announced a get down, you went.
Yeah.
And you were just experiencing the B-boys, the graffiti, the B-girls, you know,
Just hip hop culture.
just everything. We just like, what is this? And whatever it is, I want it. And it was not bottled up yet. So when
Commercialized.
once of course the first rap song hit that was national, we were happy but not happy at the same time. So there's a hate love that goes along with that first song. The Sugar Hill Gang song.
Yeah.
It's a hate love. The love is the fact that you're now seeing what hip hop is. Everybody's seeing what it is. The hate is none of those rhymes were the original people's. And it's documented. Though they literally got that because they remembered everything that from the get down.
Yeah.
And they just went and put it on tape. That's even in one of the songs, the guy is spelling out somebody else's name and it's not his.
Oh, wow.
Y.
Yeah.
That's not his name. The
Oh,
person
wow.
that's rapping.
Wow.
Oh man.
Wow.
Teach us.
And you know it's funny because I was going to ask you, later on, like where your love for hip hop came from. But
man.
you
Yeah.
grew up in the Mecca.
Bro, it's
Yeah.
in my blood.
You was at
Man,
ground
you
zero.
was there.
I
It's in
didn't.
my
Wow,
blood.
that's crazy, man.
So my drumming love meshed with that. So I learned how to play drums through
Oh, yeah.
that one person, but I learned how to play my feeling for it. My actual feel
Yeah.
came from listening to drum breaks, not knowing I'm listening to James
All them
Brown,
James
not knowing I'm
Brown
listening to
samples.
jazz, not
Yeah.
knowing I'm listening to rock music.
Yeah.
All from one genre.
Yeah.
It's all in one. I'm just learning all the breaks.
Did you ever go to places like I know it's it's like pretty much part of hip hop culture. It's called the Tunnel.
Oh yes.
You went to the Tunnel.
Bro, yeah. I
Yeah.
almost got stabbed in there before.
Oh.
Really?
Man.
Yeah, because they thought I was somebody else.
For the people who don't know, just real
Yeah.
quick, tell them about the Tunnel. What's the
Oh man.
what's the Tunnel?
All right, the Tunnel is this very legendary hip hop spot that every major person you know that's even still going as legends, you had to come to this spot. You had to be there. It's just one of those spots. Long story short, it is very, very dangerous because it is also a place because of the unfortunate word I have to use, this pandemic of crack era happened right at the same time as hip hop is flourishing. So they're selling everything there, and a lot of gangs and a lot of people that are territorial mesh with a whole bunch of hip hop culture people, and that's why it was so dangerous to be there, because there's people that's there just to have a good time. There's people that are trying to help you have a good time with stuff you had that give you stuff, and then there's people that's being territorial. No, that's my.
Yeah.
That red top is
Yeah.
me. So why you got a red top?
Yeah.
So you got all of that happening, and so all these guns and knives comes out, and they thought I was somebody.
Wow.
And I was like, I'm not that dude. And it was like, just show me what everything you have. So I literally had to pull out everything I had out my pockets, including my shoes, to let them know I wasn't hiding anything in my shoes. The dude had a knife on me and had it right here.
Dang. Wow.
And he was like, all right.
You was almost out of here.
Man, any hip hop documentary, like real hip hop documentary that you see, they're going to talk about the Tunnel.
The
They're
Tunnel
going to talk. They're going to talk about
the greatness of it is your best parties. The best. It just
man.
it's I really wish I could just put it into
I just
feeling.
make sure I don't look like somebody they ever. Hey, brother, I'm not even from here.
I am not Kirk Thurman. That ain't me. That's funny.
Oh, man.
That is one of like many hip hop places that if you're really into hip hop and from New York, if you haven't been there, you can't really say you're a hip hop head. You can't really say that you were born into this, because that's just one of those places you had to go. I didn't know what it was until it became what it was after I was doing it. Then my mom saw it on the news and she was like, yeah, you can't go there no more. I'm like, oh man, I'm going anyway. I'm going anyway.
Man.
Right.
I went anyway. And I would see Ja Rule when he was a Cash Money Click. I would see Fat Joe. I would see A lot of people don't know that DJ Khaled is a worldwide DJ because of like places like the Tunnel.
Wow.
Before he became what he is now, he was the guy holding the crates for like, you know, all the major people. So his come up is really not as what everybody see it is. That's the finish line of what they see.
Yeah.
They don't see him, you know, coming from the
star,
bottom. And the reason why he's so inspirational, he's so inward inspirational to himself. And why he's that way with his, you know, with his child.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, you gonna be somebody.
Wow.
You know, that type of thing.
Yeah.
Cause I'd be, no, you're not going through what I came through.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it easy. But it's gonna be a lot of drama with him, just like it's, you know, because people not gonna understand the come up.
Yeah.
Right.
They're not gonna understand the reason why you have the silver spoon in your mouth. So,
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's some good
Yeah.
info.
Okay, so let's talk about producing. So I know. Okay, so we got the drummer. How did the production and producing? How did that come apart?
oh, good one. I have a couple of mentors in the city, as a matter of fact. And I'm on the phone with them. We're all in pandemic mode during the pandemic. And one of them, everybody knows, and because everybody touches the drums in the city that is from here, knows that Robert Sput Seawright is everybody's mentor.
Oh yeah.
But he is my main guy. And I was on the phone with him for 2 hours. And we sitting there talking. He was like, all right, bro. All right, so do me a favor. Send me a track, and then I'm going to do something over it.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? My bad. You play drums. You don't play anything else. Tell you what, I'm going to send you a track. You put drums on it, and then I'm going to do something to it. Why you quiet? I'm like, I don't have drums in the house. Why not? Okay, got an electric drum set? No. Okay. What are you doing for anything musically to enhance yourself? Nothing. Say, well, let me get this straight.
Wow.
You're a musician in Dallas. You know our pedigree. Tell you what, get yourself an MPC or a machine or something like that, whatever you want to deal with. And I know you can't drum in the house or whatever because of family or whatever the case may be, but get yourself some production work. Until then, don't call me.
Wow.
And he was serious.
Wow.
And every time he would pick up the phone, he'd be like, you got something for me? No, I just got the machine. Click.
Wow.
I love it, and I'm not saying that in a, you know, in a rude way, but it's like
wonderful.
But it's like, dude, these cats, man, these cats
That's
coming up
stuff
are so.
That stuff you need to hear though.
These cats coming up are so freaking entitled.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's like I came up that same way. You know, I came up that like, yo, no, you ain't ready yet. Just simply saying like, yo, you know, no, you ain't ready yet. Come holler at me when you're ready. You feel what I'm saying? Or and now will still tell you what you need to do to get ready.
Absolutely.
But the getting ready is on you.
And you already know that's one of his main phrases.
You know
ain't
what I'm
gotta
saying?
get ready if you stay ready.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like I love man that you know, shout out to Sput, man. You know, people like him being able to, you know, still living by that code of saying, yo, man, like, you know, and also he would first of all, that's a busy guy.
Yes,
man,
that's a busy guy.
For
I don't.
him to stay on the phone with me for 2 hours?
And mind you, I'm not saying as if I just know him personally. I don't know him personally, but it's like that's a busy guy. So clearly he saw something in you. Yeah. To have that conversation with you, and you know, even just to say, yo, yeah, you can call me back. Just don't call me until. Yeah. You know. We need those mentors out here. Yeah. We need cats like that that's not just going to give people, you know, stuff. Just, you know, you have no talent, no knowledge whatsoever, but I'm still going to give you this platform or give you my time. Like, like I'm with that, man. I love it.
It's put me in that same mind frame. I got to make sure that, nah, man, no, tell you what. You know, and I don't even know that I'm mentoring sometimes. When people are coming to me, until I get off the phone, like, huh, that was pretty good. Right. Pretty damn good. Yeah. Right. So, you know, but he's helped a lot. So that pushed me into buying an MPC.
Okay.
So I bought an MPC. The learning curve, every producer in the city was like, hey man, learning curve for these machines, the MPC and the machine company is tough. Stick with it. Just YouTube, call, ask questions. Don't think you get on my nerves. Just call me with them hey man, I can't get this beat to not be off beat on beat. Oh, you got the quantize button on. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, this thing?
Yeah.
He said, yeah, become a drummer all over again, just with your fingers. Oh, y'all messed up now.
Right.
Now,
right.
like, what one producer told me, he said, bro, I want you to realize you're a drummer. When you sit behind the drums, you have one set of drums. No matter how many cymbals, no matter how many things you got, it's just, that's all you have. You're sitting behind a machine that can give you infinite drums. You should have no problems. You should be ahead of everybody. And once he said that, I was on. I was like, oh, I went and pulled, spliced, I did everything.
Because your perspective is different.
Every sound I could. And I'm like, and I just started messing with stuff. And next time I let him hear a beat, my second beat ever that I felt good about, he was like, oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Bro, this is you? And I knew when I got that "is this you" moment, I was like, oh, I'm on the song now.
Yeah.
Can't tell me nothing now.
We cooking with grease now.
So then he started giving me projects to do, or little themes. He said, all right, give me a song where it feels like a girl is running from a guy and she don't know why. Oh, okay. So I'm making the beat. He was like, okay, nah, I need more drama. Not knowing he's teaching me, what he is teaching me is not to try to just make hip hop tracks. Make tracks for movies. Make tracks for, the whole time I didn't know that. I done made 3 songs that has this type of drama, 3 songs for the NBA if they decide they want a new theme song, whatever the case may be. So I'm set. What he's doing is building my library, just like as a drummer learning different genres.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure now, since you in that mode, like when you play drums on gigs, I'm pretty sure
my mind is
your whole
racing.
mind is completely different.
Oh man, and not only that, and I hear what I'm doing, and I go, oh, how can I make the machine sound more like me instead of me sounding like the machine?
Yeah.
So before, mind you, as I'm growing up from 11 on up, I'm trying to sound like the sample as the drummer. Now I'm in a mode where how can I make the sample sound like me?
Find your own voice. How old were you when you got to that point?
Oh, the opposite?
Yeah.
Oh, that was 2 years ago.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That was 2 years ago.
And there was a point to that. There was, because you're old as shit, but there was a
Yeah,
point to
I
that. There was a point to that. But my point to asking you that question is, guys, never think you are too grown to learn.
Yep.
Nobody.
You will forever be learning, man.
Yeah.
There's a lesson in everything you do, man. And just to say, just 2 years ago, I'm still finding my voice.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, like, you are not too old, too good, to whatever. Once you get to the point to where you stop learning, or you feel like you can't be taught nothing, man.
But far as especially music and technology and with the software, it's like you steady gotta stay on top of whatever.
Yeah, man.
Especially with the new software and MPCs is now, mind you, now that I know what I have, because I have the MPC 1, and every producer was like, good job. Good job. It was right in between. You didn't get the old joints where you had to upgrade. You didn't get the newest joint where it was too expensive for you. You got one just right. And now you don't have to upgrade ever if you don't want to. I'm like, huh, really? So I literally did my research. I'm like, okay, machine has this and this and that, but they still upgrading stuff.
You did your research.
Oh yeah, I'm not buying anything over $100 without at least talking to people, without Googling
you got to do that.
I got to do the YouTube. I want to hear the positive side of one person. I want to hear the person that bought it and it was trash.
Yeah.
I want to hear both sides. So then I can literally go and go, but I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this myself. So everything I have as far as my equipment, drums and everything, I always do my research. I don't follow trends. I follow the research. I do all the research. The thing with the clap cymbals. Now, everybody has a clap cymbal.
Clap stat, yeah.
Now, mind you, most of them sound wonderful. I wanted to know where it came from.
The origin.
Who was the person and why? And then when I found out it was Lawrence, and he went to what's the name of the company? I can't think of the name of the
Domain?
Istanbul. Istanbul. When he went to Istanbul and I found he was a black guy, oh, that was it for me.
Yeah.
Oh, he invented this? Oh, it was it for me. I was like, oh, okay. So he is literally the first person to put this the material the way it is. Now everything after that, is great, and I will never be against anybody doing their thing, but I like to know exactly where it came from. Hell, I like to know who made the first symbol.
Right.
Who made the first symbol? I want that one.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I feel that.
Yeah.
You don't
I feel
hear
that.
many musicians wanting to go that deep with their craft. Like a lot of musicians stay on the surface because one, they just figure they're good at it, or they're trying to mimic somebody, but they don't go and say, man, where was the first symbol? Where was the, you know what I'm saying? I don't hear musicians talk like that.
Yeah, it's that with T-Pain. T-Pain did the same thing. That's the reason why he will always rule in the auto-tune.
Oh yeah,
era.
because he went deep.
He didn't just go get the machine and
He
then.
mastered that.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
he went and flew out to the guy.
Yeah, he was on his
Really?
he was on his journey really trying to find
yeah.
that sound. He said when he first heard it was on that
commercial.
Yeah.
He said
Yeah.
commercial and that Jennifer Lopez song. I think it was her first.
No, it was Cher.
Was it Cher?
Yeah, it's Cher.
Okay, yeah, I know it was between one of those two, and he like, I need that.
Do you believe
And
in love? As a matter of fact, was the
yeah,
name of the
he
song.
said he went
Yep.
through so many different softwares. He's like, nope, that ain't it. Nope, that ain't it.
He found the
Man,
guy.
he like hearing him outside of the auto tune. I'm sitting here like his voice,
No, he has a great voice.
Yeah.
like
He
literally.
can sing.
But
Aside from that, he's mastered auto tune so well. Sometimes when he sing and he does his runs or whatever, or his vibrato, I'm sitting here like, is that auto
that-
tune?
yeah.
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Oh yeah, because he been doing this. Yeah, you saw.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
he found the trick in between. So anybody after it it's not him being arrogant about it. He was just like, he always goes, but have you done the research like I have?
Yeah.
It's cool that you know there's machines now. You don't even need the machines that I bought. You can go get an app for this.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
It's cool that y'all got it, but have y'all done the research? This is the reason why, even in hip hop, it's not you have a whole bunch of grumpy old heads. They're literally just asking, but have you done the research?
Yeah.
Do you know who Big Daddy Kane is?
Right.
Do you know who Melly Mel is?
Right.
You know, just stuff like if you can't even tell me the lyrics in these songs, we can't have this argument. We can't talk.
Yeah.
Right.
So I'm gonna respect what you're doing because what you see hip hop is a hustle. I see it as a lifestyle.
Yes.
So I can't have an argument. I automatically, the moment I start talking to people about hip hop, I'm like, okay. What's the song that made you love hip hop? I mean, you just could
Made
not.
you fall in love with
Made
it.
you fall in love with it.
Yes.
And the moment they say
Sound
something
like brown sugar
now. Yeah. The moment you
Yeah.
say something like, yeah, that first Drake song, and
Oh,
no
yeah.
disrespect, no
Yeah.
disrespect to Drake because he's great at what he does. Absolutely wonderful at what he does. But if that is your starting point history, I can only talk to you from 2010 and up.
Yeah.
I can't talk to you about this because now you think I'm just an old head just trying to be grumpy.
Right.
So
right.
So now my conversation with you, and to tell you how much I'm a hip hop head, I'ma still know more than you about the new shit.
Right.
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 No,
you
you
can-
okay. You okay. You okay.
About the new stuff.
Yeah.
So I'ma still know more about you. Just let you know I'm still a student even right now.
Yeah.
So I'm still learning all of things.
I have a question. So at your age, right, and with everything that you know, do you are you a mentor to somebody, or do you have like a particular group that you mentor or teach?
Several, and like I said, I didn't even know that I was doing it until I get off the phone, and then I realized, and then they'll post something like, "Man, I was gonna commit suicide
Oh wow.
if I didn't talk to Medrick. I was gonna give up drumming if Medrick didn't call me. I was gonna stop rapping and doing this hip hop thing if Medrick didn't get in contact with me and let me know his history. So once I see those posts, I go,
You know why you do it.
okay.
Yes.
I'm in a different. I'm in a different level, and I didn't even know I was at this different level. So now I gotta. Now put them not in a box, but I now gather them like children. Like okay.
Yeah.
Now I gotta call you on Monday, call you on Tuesday, call you on Wednesday. I'm just like that.
I only know a handful of musicians that'll do that.
I'm like that because even the people that are mentoring me that are slightly older than me or older than me, they do it to me.
Yeah.
They call me on Tuesday at 3:00 on the dot. So now I'm like that with somebody else.
Wow.
It's passing that knowledge and that just passing that along.
Yeah.
Passing that help along, knowing that somebody was there for you in that capacity. And I tell people all the time, a lot of the stuff that we go through isn't necessarily for us.
Yes.
It's so we can help other people.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to see a younger version of yourself going through that same thing.
You'll see that same twinkle in that person's eye, that hunger, and you'll be like, oh, no. People see a person acting up.
Mm-hmm. And it's like, nah, hey, bro, let me help you with that.
Let me help you. And now you can get on that person's level. You can get that person's head with nobody, even though your parents couldn't. So once I started seeing that, that's when I don't take on the mantle of being a mentor, but I do give mentorship out because I love the feel. That's man.
I hated it at first. I'm not gonna lie to you. I wasn't ready for it at first. I wasn't ready for it when it
That's
came.
when oh man, I'm feeling old.
I took it on. I took it on the moment it came because I see it's a respect. It's a much more respect than it is calling me old. It's much more respect because usually, and especially in the South, if they want to call you old, they just call you old.
Right.
Oh, you don't know nothing. You just old. But if they walk up to you and say, "What's up, Unc?"
Yeah.
They already got respect for
you.
you. So I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
So once I took that, I was like, I like this a little bit. I can deal with this. So, but yeah, I've become a mentor to several individuals now, and I like it a lot. Take on the mentorship to several individuals now, and I like it a lot. It keeps me in my place because as I'm giving them the pill, I'm taking the pill as well.
Yeah.
Cool.
Because it's coming from this way, and I'm giving it this way.
Yeah.
So I'm getting this hard
You gotta
pill,
get it first.
but I can actually now, because of the way he gave it to me, I can crush it down and give him the BC powder.
Yeah.
Come on.
So
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So I have I guess kind of like two questions. So, how long was you in New York before?
Oh, good one.
'Cause what?
12 years. 12 years.
Okay. So, was you working quite a bit as a drummer in New York?
Oh no, I was there between age 1.5.
Oh, okay.
I'm 13 years
Oh,
old.
okay. Then you end up moving here.
So what happened when the short story of what happened when I moved here?
You went to New Orleans, huh?
Yeah, but that's coming.
We did, we do our research here. We do our research here
I like that. The short story is my best friend was the bully of the school, and he became my best friend because I hit him with a pipe.
You hit him with the...
I hit him with a pipe because there's this thing in New York called Freshman Day. And it's on Friday, and it's when all the upperclassmen beat up the lowerclassmen.
Oh, wow.
I got tired of running.
We got that too.
Yeah,
I got tired of running, so I stopped running, and he hit me in the stomach. Right when he hit me in the stomach, there was a pipe next to me. I hit him with it across his head, ran home. Then I get home, and I go, oh, crap. I got to go to school on Monday. And so I'm panicking the whole time. And this is literally the bully of not the school, the block.
Oh, man.
And I'm like, I'm not going outside. I'm not playing handball. I'm not doing nothing. And I stayed inside and I went out, and Monday is when we became best friends because he told anybody to mess with this guy, you got a problem with me. And
he's like, you got heart.
He put
you got heart.
No, he hit me with the heart. He pulled me to the side and said, hey, bro, what you hit me with?
Knock some sense into
it. Man.
God, he said, bro, please tell me that wasn't your fist.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah.
Right?
He was like, God, thank you. Because either I was going to tell you to join the team, or bro, you cannot. You gotta legalize those.
Right.
So I was like, nah, it was a pipe. So from that point on, I found out that he was a turtle. He had a hard shell. He was soft on the inside. Because we went home to my house, and he loved playing Atari. This is how low.
Man,
Yeah.
Atari,
Come
boy.
on, Atari.
He took it
Yeah.
back.
He loved
Bruh.
playing Atari. He was like, you got this joint? I'm like, yeah. He said, how many games you got? He opened up the case. He said, you got 32 games?
Man.
Oh, bro, I'm trying to play everything. So he was trying to,
That's-
he was over
that
my
was
head
back before you
all
could
the
save.
time.
Right.
Yes.
So that long story short, he became my best friend. And the reason why I had to leave New York, the only reason I had to leave is because he got killed in the process.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
You remember the show Punky Brewster?
Yeah.
All right, Punky Brewster used to always wear a bandana on her leg, and it always matched what she had. He was a big fan, quiet as kept, of Punky Brewster.
Okay.
He would watch it by my house.
Right.
You know, tell me
Right.
to tape the next episode when it come on, so he can watch it when I come over.
Okay.
And whatever she would put on, he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm getting red tomorrow. Yeah, I'm getting yellow the next day. Yeah, I'm getting." So every day that was his thing. And this particular day, he was wearing red, and a Jeep goes by, and this is before Bloods and or Crips got to New York at all. So now New Yorkers are seeing this because it's, of course, now it's worldwide. Compton is showing you that, it's gang related and stuff like that. So, oh, you one of them. He was like, man, y'all better get going. He said, we see that on you again, we coming back for you. Now, I lived from here to this door to my school. And I go inside, and all you hear is gunshots. So I go outside just in time for enough to get his last breath. And his last breaths, he tells me to take off his bandana. I didn't understand why, but I took off his bandana anyway, and he passed away.
Wow.
If I did not take off that bandana, they wouldn't have found his killers, because they would have labeled it gang related.
Oh, wow.
So they
Wow.
literally did a full search
Wow.
for him. And I the other part of that story I can't tell, but just know there was a reason why I had to leave immediately outside of that.
Yeah.
Wow.
And it was a good thing. It was just telling me, don't be up here no more. Just give it a breather. There's some things about to go down that you don't want to be around here for.
So was that more so like your car? That was more so like your mom's car, right?
No, that was the people's call. The bully that was my best friend, his parents were major.
Okay.
I'll just say it like that. They
Okay.
were major in a
the
lot
city.
of ways.
Yeah, okay, I got you.
And they told me, just
Go.
You
go.
gotta go.
And they advised my moms, and my moms agreed. And she couldn't get her job to leave as fast as I could, so she put me on a plane. Where you want to go? It's like,
West Philadelphia.
Well, let me go. Let me go to Dallas
Moving with-
to go, chill out with my dad for
Move
a
with your
minute.
auntie and uncle in Bel Air. Is that where you want?
No.
That's funny.
So outside of every summer, I would visit Dallas. So outside of me being in New York, every summer I would visit Dallas. So I'm never in Dallas more than 2-3 months at a time. And my dad would live Irving this year. Next year he's in Richardson. Next year he's in Plano. Next thing. So I've never got to really explore like I wanted to. I was like, okay, let me just go stay with him for a minute. Once again, that ended up being 3 months, and I was like, damn, I know how to play drums, yo.
Yeah.
Let me get some more of this drumming thing in me in New Orleans. It was like, well, you got family down there. Your mom got family down there. I'm like, yeah, let me go down there. I get down there, and when I tell you the murder capital rate in New Orleans was worse than New York at the time, they were number 1. DC was number 2. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Man.
Oh, and they were counting homicides like,
this-
yay,
this
we
like-
got
Yeah.
326.
Yeah.
Was it like
it's
early
standard.
90s or
Huh?
was it like early 90s?
Yeah, this is 90, as a matter of fact, it might have been 90 or 91.
Oh, okay.
Because the irony is, I am in New Orleans for another groundbreaking situation. Bounce music comes out the year I get
Yes.
down there.
Oh,
wow.
The year I make it down there, because before bounce music there was Tim Smooth, there was Bust Down, there was PNC, Partners in Crime, and then I'm like, yo, I'm telling all my New York cats on the phone, like, yo, they got some hip hop down here, yo.
Yeah.
It's real
Crazy.
down here.
You was in the mix of all of them joints.
Yeah,
Man.
so I'm
That's
like,
crazy.
History.
I'm happy. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, y'all need to come down. And now I'm telling them, y'all need to come down here. They really got it. And I'm looking at, they got ciphers and everything. I went outside and they freestyling and everything. Bro,
Right.
let's do this. Yeah, DOS Effects was #1 on the charts. This is how Day One Effects was #1 on the Billboard chart. The next week, T Tucker comes out. DJ T Tucker.
Yeah,
It's the
yeah,
first
yeah,
hip-hop-
yeah.
First bounce song ever.
Right.
Give Me What You Got for a Poke
Yeah,
Chop.
yeah.
Immediately was #1 in New Orleans.
That's crazy.
And it did not stop. It was like every week another bounce artist was coming out. And I'm thinking this is a gag. This can't be real.
Right.
They're using one beat and everybody's happy.
But because that's probably how most people from New York
Well, see,
looked at. You know what I'm saying?
Well, see, like you're right, but I'm looking at it like do you understand? Give me what you got. For
Right,
a poke chop
right,
Is the
right.
lyrics while at the same time? Rakim, I ain't no joke.
You're right.
And Day One Effects and Redman
Yeah.
and Lords of the Underground.
Right.
I can go on and on, but all of this, I'm looking lyricism.
Yeah.
And then give me what you got for a poke chop.
Right.
But what I didn't see was the culture side of it, because once again, all right, let me go explore. I've gotten to a point where I can't call anything whack unless I listen to the whole thing, study it, figure out
Right.
what it is. Now I can give my full opinion on it.
Right.
But just on the outside, just going saying, nah, that's whack. I ain't never listening to that. Nope. Let me go study the culture first. Let me figure this out. I go and first thing I do, find out there's this thing called P-popping. We don't need to get into the reason why they call it.
Of course, we all know why it's called P-pop.
Yeah. Medrick was amazed.
Yeah. Right.
I was like, oh, this was what goes on? Because
Yeah.
mind you got DOS Effects, you got now all this music is going on, but the dance floor gets full the moment that T Tucker song come on.
Yeah.
The moment that DJ Jimmy song comes on.
Yeah.
The moment Jubilee All comes on.
Yeah.
The moment them suckers hit, the crowd is gone. And I'm like, okay. Now the irony is the song that they sampled it comes from where I come from.
Really?
Jamaica, Queens. Drag Rap is the name of the song.
Okay.
And they literally say, if you listen to the whole song, they tell you the story is coming from Southside Queens. Dun, 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 dun,
Yeah.
Drag Rap. Dun. So it comes from exactly where I came from. So I was like, all right, I can't hate it too much.
Right. Because at least they paying homage to,
Dang, man,
That's
they doing
funny.
exactly what hip hop did up there. We took disco and James Brown and stuff like that, and took the breaks of it. Right when he couldn't say any words, and he was like, cut. And we took that right there. That's our beat right there.
Yeah.
And I didn't know
Right.
that came from a lengthy song
Yeah.
called The Funky Drummer.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Did not know it.
For sure.
And so New Orleans had a whole different culture, and it took me a while to get used to, and it took me a while to get used to. But all in all, I respected it. I can say I still didn't like it. I respected it because it was theirs, and they supported each other. Like the moment a song come out, the irony is I worked for Sam Goody and Musicland Incorporated.
Okay.
And so when they coming into to order, to get tapes and CDs, it's like, do you got the new one? The new what? Oh, well, yeah, we got that new Rakim. No,
Right.
well, we got the new Tribe. I'm like, no, we got the new Nas. I'm like, no. Are you talking about DJ Jimmy? Yeah, we got 1 billion of them. Here you go.
Right,
Man,
right.
No, give me 3 of those. 3? Why? Because he from the hood. He from my neighborhood.
Just supporting.
Just supporting.
Yeah.
And they would literally take the tapes and go out. And people walking by, just give it. I'm like, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
They would
That's
keep one for
support.
themselves and then give 2 out.
Yes.
I'm like, and I've watched this over and over and over again. Master P figured, I said, my people do that? Cool. So he started making his stuff because he was in LA when all the bounce stuff was happening. So now he's seeing his city flourish. Okay, let me make it back over here and do the same things. And so then he realized, I really hate to say it like this. I'll say it like this: the educational system in New Orleans is not the best. he knew that and he capitalized on it. So if you notice any masterpiece stuff, it's all color coded on purpose, and there's flamboyant colors. If you think of Ghetto D, what color is it?
Say if I think of what
the album Ghetto D. It's yellow.
Okay.
You think of the album after that is bright green. Mia X was black and gold.
Yeah.
You know, see what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
everything had a color. So when people come in, they don't know the names of the album. They don't care.
They just look at
They
the
They
color.
care about the artwork. Yeah.
Hey, give me
That's
that black
smart.
album that came out.
Yeah.
Give me that orange album that came out. Give me that green album that came out. So that's
So they was on top of that market.
he knew his people don't care. They just knew Pen and Pixel made the graphics, and it was gonna be a flamboyant color. And there was nobody in the city, including Cash Money, that even got onto that until later. Because then they started using Pen and Pixel literally right after.
That's
Yeah.
come on, man.
Wow, that's crazy.
So yeah, New Orleans was a great thing for me, and I went to what we call NOCA, which is their version of Juilliard. It's New Orleans Creative Center of Arts, I think is what it's called. And I tried out. Yeah, that was a wake up call.
Really, you got humbled.
Say, how did that go?
That was a wake up call. Just know a 9-year-old beat me playing the A Train.
Oh,
I'd never played the song before because I'm so used to break beats.
oh yeah.
So it's like,
so
all right,
you-
play 8, and then they put me on the 6, and then just like this, play A Train in 5, and 6, 7, 8. I'm like, wait, what happened?
yeah.
No, okay, all right, maybe you didn't hear me. I'm sorry. I'm a little too fast. A Train in 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm like,
I'm so,
Like,
what time is the train coming?
Right. Where's the B train?
So did you didn't play in like high school bands or nothing like that?
No, I learned drums strictly on the
church.
literally the drums, and then me having pillows and pots and pans at home,
Oh,
and
gotcha.
watching Video Music Box on the TV,
Gotcha.
and any hip hop song that come on, I played the beat to while it was on.
Oh, okay.
And before my mama got home, I played as much as I could, and then I went to church the next Sunday, get there as early as I can to try to play those same beats. And then the only other songs I would play were gospel songs. So all the John P. Keys, the Timothy Wrights, and what was that? Daryl Coley, and the Shirley Caesars and all that. Oh, I was learning all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I got all of that early. Oh, Hezekiah Walker, of course, because it's New York. But that 99 and a half was a hard song for me.
Oh, really? Okay.
Oh man, I could not get that beat to save my life.
Trying to make 100.
Yeah, man. I was like, man, this is funky, and I can't get this right.
Really?
But I'm
Really?
mind you, that's before New
Yeah.
Orleans. So that's me at like
Oh, yeah.
12, 13,
You still-
trying to get it. And I'm like, man, this is my favorite song.
That's crazy.
And then Show Up comes out from John P.
Oh
Keys.
man, take me back, Doc.
Man.
Man, the intricacy and I didn't know the background of John P. Keys at the time.
Was that when they had was it Liddell
Yes,
with
with the
the
gloves.
gloves?
Yeah,
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
See?
He
Exactly.
played, bro. You don't understand. He was my idol for the
Yeah, man.
longest.
Really?
Yeah.
But he ran through snares every song. Like they'd have 5 snares on the side. 'Cause bang, bang. So
Yeah.
the song is over. Next song, whang. Somebody is tuning
Yeah,
the
yeah,
other
yeah.
one on this. I'm like, this dude is killing me.
Yeah.
So the only reason why they had to get rid of him because he was going through.
Too
Wow.
many snares,
Dang.
man. Yeah. He was too heavy-handed.
Now the irony is, if you see him now, if you hear him now, he's the most dynamic, soft, and hard at the same time.
Yeah.
Dude is cold-blooded. He was cold-blooded then because he was teaching us.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
He was
Take me
teaching
back
us.
to that strength that strength album, man. The
Yeah.
live tape where you saw it,
Yeah.
the gloves and that intro. He just
But you see what they
Yeah.
did. That was the first time that I can remember live tracks, live drummer.
yeah.
To kind of make sure that bro, you playing, bro,
Yeah.
Yeah.
stay here.
Right, right.
Stay here. And once he got that was a whole new dimension for him because he was the master of tracks at the time.
Yeah.
Nobody was holding down a track and live drums like he was.
I got you. All right, man. So if I can ask a quick question real quick. how did you get linked up with Lawrence Drum Company?
Good question. He had been seeking me out for about a year prior to. You know how somebody just comes to you, bro. You know I play drums. You know I play drums, right?
Yeah.
You know I make drums too, right?
Yeah. Right.
All right, bro. Hey, bro. You know I play drums, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know I make them too, right? All right. You just, and then like I played one day. He's like, great snare. You know I make snares, right? And I was like, say, bro, look, I tell you what, make me a kick drum, and at the time I'm only playing 16s, 18s, and 20s. That's actually still what I only play. 16s, 18s, and 20. Make me an 18-inch, because there's no company out right now that outright makes 18-inch drums. So make me an 18-inch. It's right in between my 16 where it gives me enough punch. It's right in between my 20 where it gives me enough low bottom. Give me that 18. He was like, all right. 2 months later, here you go. Wait, what's this? It's like, yo, 18.
You asked for 18.
Wait. Bro, take this back, make a whole drum set out of it.
Wow.
Please. How much you need? He was like, nah, man. I'll give you something, but I if you promise to be an ambassador for the company.
Nice.
So you were one of the first.
I think I'm the second.
Okay.
I think. If not the second, definitely the third.
Hey man, if y'all don't know about Lawrence Drum Company, man,
LDC baby,
black owned,
absolute,
black owned, man. I kind weird way I found out about him. Somebody just posted a picture of one. It low key, it might have been you. I don't know.
Probably so.
But posted, I was like, yo, that's a dope kid, man. And then I went on his page, man. This dude had this purple and gold joint.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
This purple and gold travel kit. I hit him up immediately. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, this dude is like legit talented. Then from him, I wound up coming across this company called Domain.
Yeah, I know
Symbols.
exactly what you're talking about.
Black owned.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you was talking about clap stacks earlier, so
That name make a great, bro.
I got it.
I know you do.
I got it. And I was like, yo, like you hit that thing, man, and people think bro, dude, I thought you had a trigger or a patch or something.
Every time.
Nah, bro.
Every time.
Wow.
Nah, bro. I forever get compliments on that clap stack. But nah, man, if y'all are looking for somebody local, he will get it to you. He's very professional.
Yeah, man.
Not costly at all. Super dope cat. Y'all make sure y'all go check out Lawrence Drum Company.
He's extremely detailed with you. Before he even touched the drums, he asked every question possible. Do you want 6 lugs? Do you want 12 lugs? Do you want? Bro, I ain't never thought about this much drums.
Yeah.
He was like, no, man, I need you to research stuff before you call me to make these drums. What color do you want? Why do you want it that color? Why? Here's the type of woods I have. Why do you want this wood? Do you want it warm? Do you want it bright? He just went all the way in. And
That's
like,
awesome.
I still have those text messages. And it's at least 3 days long. Of
Nah,
just
man.
going back and forth. And he finally go, I got it.
I had him. I had him make. I was on this. I was on this TV show for a little bit. I was a music director for this TV show, and I had him make me a bass bass head with the TV show logo as a decal, and we met up. He made it for me, came out beautiful. He made it for me. We met up. He gave it to me. I was like, all right, man, I'll holler at you later. He said, yeah, buy some drums. All right, this bass head cool. Buy some drums. Lawrence, I got you, brother. I got you. I got you, man.
I have a
got
question.
Yes, ma'am.
So you just celebrated your birthday in January.
Yes.
Question. Your post said this was the first, I'm paraphrasing, this was the first time you
Ever
allowed somebody to celebrate you in 30 years.
Yes.
Me personally, I wanted to know why. Like, what was behind you not allowing anybody to celebrate your birthday or celebrate you for 30 years?
That is a very, very good question. I'm so glad you asked.
Thank you.
My parents passed away. My mom passed away. Oh, I'm sorry. My dad passed away last November. My mother passed away last October. So 2 years of losing both of them. I don't know where I got it from. It was somewhere around 15, 16 years old where I decided it is pointless for me to celebrate my birthday. They gave birth to me. Well, she gave birth to me. He did his thing.
He plugged up.
Right.
He plugged
So
up.
birthday to me was opposite. I'm not supposed to be celebrating. I'm gonna give presents to them. So for years, I gave presents to them.
For your birthday.
For my birthday.
That's interesting.
I would
Wow.
not allow people to celebrate. People would obviously give me presents, money, whatever, say happy birthday, cool. But really, it's about them to me.
Yeah.
I've
So once-
never heard nobody put
that's-
it like that.
So even with
So you saw it as like you were their accomplishment.
right.
So you were celebrating their accomplishment.
And every year that goes by lets me know I need to do more. Every year, like I need to do more for them. They're still here. I need to do more for them.
That is
so
interesting.
now
Dope.
I don't have them here anymore, and I never thought about it. And it's a very close friend of mine that said, "You need to celebrate your birthday," and I'm like, I'm not doing that. That's just I don't have them here anymore. So she didn't see it the way I saw it.
Yeah.
She's like,
I don't think I've never heard that before, bro.
Yeah.
She never saw it the way I saw it. She's like, no. I mean, y'all have these birthday jams all the time. And as soon as she said that, I was like, I've never had one of those. I've always celebrated and supported others, but I've never had one of those. I mean, I'm not that type of guy. People might not even come out. I'm gonna try it. So I called like 5 different places. They were like, we don't know, and blah, 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 and this, that. And man, I hit Gino up just on whim. I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm trying to get this birthday thing. When? I'm like, well, it's January. January what? 6? Oh, it's on a Friday? Yeah, let's do that. And then like hit me up with the information. Wait, slow down.
right.
Slow down, bro.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to Gino, by the way.
Gino,
Gino's,
man,
Johnson.
it's another one, man, just another one. And he was like, nah, bro, you need this. Because he's already knowing what happened.
Yeah,
so he was
okay.
like, no, you need this. I'm like,
Why Gino know everybody business? Man? He been around too long, man. He know everybody business, man.
you need this, bro. So I finally went ahead and just kind of woo-side and said, all right, let me go ahead and make the flyer and see what people think. And the moment I made the flyer and made that post, everybody hit me up. I was like, no, this is not real. This is not real. No way. And then the band, like I'm in Modern Vibes,
Of course.
and he was like, why wouldn't you ask me? He was like, Chris Carr was like, wow, how dare you not ask me?
Right.
I'm like, oh, okay. I got a house band. He was like, yeah, and you're gonna have 1,500 drummers come through. And for a minute, he was like, I don't want you on drums the whole time. I want you on the drums, and I want you to go out and celebrate yourself.
Yeah.
Just whatever the case may be. But it ended up more people on other instruments
Yeah,
than on the drums.
yeah.
So it was cool. And I felt really good. But what made me feel even better was when I got there, I set up the drums, and the crowd that was there, because there's always a fixed crowd already.
Yeah.
This whole fixed crowd was there for me. And I almost lost it.
Dope.
And I was like, whoa, this is really happening. And I was like, okay, today I need to play for them and for the people that's here for me. And because there's people that have not seen me at this capacity. Some people have only seen me play hip hop. Some people only see me play cover bands. Some people have only seen me play in church. So none of them have seen me do this. Let me play my heart out.
Yeah.
And that can't, I have to say, that was so far, that has been my favorite show of this year.
Wow.
Dope.
It wasn't even about the money. I didn't care. The celebration of having that feeling come to me was since I was 16 years old. I hadn't had that feeling like, oh, happy birthday to me.
Yeah.
My birthday cake, my presents, my this and that. And I was like, oh, wow. And literally right afterwards, Gino was like, so we booking next year?
Dope.
He was like, you want to do it next year? He was like, no, you gon' do it next year.
Make it an annual thing, man.
He said, you doing it, bro, yo, come on, look at this. People love you, man.
You should be celebrated.
And and that's how I finally because I'm so used to being the supporter.
Yeah.
I'm so used to giving.
I feel that.
And it's cool. It really is great when somebody says, hey man, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing. But to actually get the absolute support back, even in just that one day, I was full.
Yeah.
I almost didn't want to gig for the rest of the month.
Yeah.
I felt so great. I was like, okay, man, you got to get back on the game. Come on, you got to get back on your grind. You can't do
And it starts off as awkward first.
Yeah.
It starts off as awkward first, but then get to a point like, man, y'all stop playing, bro. Y'all stop playing.
Everything went right. Everything went right. From the host to the band to the setup to everything. I couldn't have picked a better situation for that to happen.
It seemed like the situation picked you.
Exactly.
It seemed like the universe knew that you needed that.
I did because, bro, I honestly didn't talk to a lot of people from November to January because I have no parent to lean on, and my rock is gone. And I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I gonna do? Yeah. And then to see my sister come from California and just for the first time it's switched where she's the strongest person and I'm the weak one. Yeah. And I just couldn't, even like to be the pallbearer, I couldn't get up. They had to get somebody else to get up. I just couldn't move. And she was like, it's all right, you're gonna be all right. And the whole place was empty for a minute and I stayed in the church and like, you wanna come outside? No, I don't wanna go outside. If I go outside, it's gonna be one of two things that's gonna happen. Yeah. One, I'm gonna break all the way down, or two, I'm gonna just start pinging everybody for what they did. For no reason, it's gonna come out, and I don't want to do either one of them. Yeah. So let me just chill in this real quick. But all in all, everybody just coming out to do that one thing was really refreshing for me, and I'm so glad it happened. So once again, thank you for asking that question.
Oh.
Yeah,
Nobody's ever asked.
Yeah, I was interested. I was like, and your caption, you could like, when I was reading it, because of course, today is my first time meeting you or hearing about you. And so when I was doing my research, and I was like,
because we do our research here on
Go ahead, plug it in.
We do our research here, man.
When I was doing my research, and I was looking at your page, and I was, you just scrolling. I was like, okay. But I just kept going back to that post. You know how when you search for somebody on Facebook and you don't click on their page, but it just gives you posts. And that particular night just kept coming up. And I was like, let me see. And I read your caption, and I was like, oh, you felt it. When you allowed, I was like, allowed.
Yeah, I chose them words real good because I wanted people to understand that this is not a usual situation. It's not embarrassing, but I'm so used to giving that I almost don't know how to receive it. But I'm gonna allow everybody to pour in me to see what it feels like again, because I hadn't felt that in 30 years.
Wow.
So it feels wonderful, I tell you that. To know all the stuff that I gave out, that to see even people just pop up and just walk in, do this, and then they got to go to their gig. Man, I loved it. And I never hold my musician friends accountable for not coming to see me, because if that means they're busy.
Yeah, we had that conversation.
Yeah, man. I just so happened to not have a gig, and when I saw it, I found out about it. I came in, did your rehearsal and all that, and just filled in, and I like, I definitely got to come out and show my face, and I don't go out much, but
and then
at this time I had to go ahead.
You was at rehearsal? Man, get over here, bro.
Yeah.
So it was a beautiful day. It's still a very great memory in my brain. It's every time I think about getting sad, that day comes up, and it holds me up. So it's done more to me than a lot of people know.
Awesome.
Dope, man. Well, with that being said, man.
We're gonna go ahead and take a quick pause for the calls. We're gonna take a little old break. Make a restroom break, cigarette break, all that good stuff, so we'll be good and fresh and ready to go back when we come back.
Yeah, because you know how much Professor Mel love her cigarettes. But
boy,
Virginia Slims, is it? All right. Once again, everybody, this is DFW Shed Sessions Podcast. We will be right back. We got to pay these bills real quick.
All right.
Peace.
Magic, oh, you got the magic, magic. I cannot imagine, magic. Girl, you got the magic, magic. I cannot imagine, yeah, imagine.
See, I'm a photographer. You feel what I'm saying? So if they say a picture is worth 1,000 words, it's my job to make sure they hear every last one of them. I got you.
All right, we are back.
Yes, sir.
DFW Shed Sessions.
Hey man, listen. I know I said this the last time, but I really mean it this time. I think this is gonna be the best
Hey,
episode.
man, it just
I really mean it this time.
It just keep going up and up, elevating. The elevation is real.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, before we start digging any deeper, I just want to get some social medias up in here. So Professor Mel Will,
Yes, sir.
what's your social media ministry? What we?
Ministry.
That's funny.
I can be reached. What?
Mm-hmm.
I can be found on social media
Mm-hmm.
at Professor Mel Will.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Mel, Mel, Will, Will, on all platforms.
Okay. My good brother, the Groove Master.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, where can we find your social media? Black Planet, MySpace.
Urban Chat.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Definitely find me at J Ell Groove. I got your Twitcher.
Mm-hmm.
I got your
Not Twitter, but Twitcher.
Twitcher.
Uh-huh.
I got your Twitcher. I got your Instagram. Christian Mingle OnlyFans. All of that good stuff. Find me at J Ell Groove.
Mm-hmm.
JELL Groove.
Right on. Okay, and you can find me Loophole Beats, and I'm on a few things. A thing called TikTok. I'm on a thing called
I'm on TikTok too.
Instagrammer. I'm on the Instagrammer and the face. You catch me on the Facebook reels, and if you're a friend of mine, you may see some of them Mike Tyson
I'm sick of you, bro.
posts and all that good
Creative
stuff.
as
so
hell.
sick
Every
of
day.
you, bro.
Creative as hell.
I'm so sick of you, man.
I'm sorry, but if y'all, I don't know. I don't think y'all get the same type of feeds I get, boy. I be getting some.
And then he tags me in every single. Like, nope. Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. You got a notification from Lucius.
I
Like,
know.
it's like I already know it's some BS. No, I'm
Right.
just not gonna open it. Nah.
Loophole tagged you. I was like, I already know.
I'm just like, nah.
Yeah, so we got my good brother, the guest, the man of the hour, man. He been giving us a lot of great info,
Really good stuff.
Yes.
intake on a lot of stuff, man. Mr. Medrick, Greely,
Yep.
Greely.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm pretty sure you on some of that social media stuff,
A
that
little bit.
worldly stuff.
A little bit. Obviously, my generation starts with Facebook.
Uh-huh.
Right.
So,
Your generation.
so I am Medrick Meds Greely on Facebook. I am Medrick Greely on Instagram, but if you look up Get Your Meds, GETCHOMEDZ.
Oh,
That's me as
wait
well.
a minute. When you said get your meds.
Stop it. Please don't tell me you just now.
Oh wow.
That's just not clicking.
Oh my gosh,
Come on,
because
man.
Medrick.
Meds, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
sorry.
there's a story behind how I got the name. as well.
Okay.
And then, of course, on TikTok, I created a page strictly for my production. I didn't want my face to be seen, just my production to be taken seriously because I didn't want it to be a hobby. And that's Get Your Meds on TikTok as well.
Oh, nice.
So,
Okay.
And my website is www.medrickgreely.com because I wanted to be one of the first professional drummers you've seen with an actual website that you can book me from.
Right. And he does have that.
Yeah.
Website that
Yeah.
you can book him from.
Oh, he has that.
Yeah. So one thing from before we took a break, I know the questions list just started getting everywhere.
Yeah.
Now, I know you said you was in New Orleans. I was just curious, how did you get to the point from New Orleans to Dallas?
Good one. So there's a couple of segments before I even got back to Dallas. I've lived in 7 different states, and it's all based on the fact that I don't read music. But I had to find a get around. So I went where the music was.
Get around from the get down.
So if I want, I'm trying to figure out one of my favorite songs in hip hop was Kid and Play, Rolling with Kid and Play, and it had a go-go feel to it. I needed that go-go feel.
Yeah.
Where can I? Oh, DC. Let me go to DC. So I moved to DC
Okay.
for a year and a half and learned crank, just to literally get in the culture. And I was like, okay, now it's complete difference from New Orleans. So New Orleans is they shaking bottoms.
Right.
DC, they shaking tops. So I'm like, okay, this is a culture shock again.
Okay.
All right, cool. So I moved from there. Once I think I got the feel, Atlanta started popping. So now your TLCs, your Outkast, Goody Mob, LaFace literally is blossoming. So I want to get down there to see what's going on down there. So I moved to Atlanta for a year and a half. I went to Philadelphia. I needed more soul in me. Right around time, music, Jill Scott, all them were coming out. So I moved where the sound was.
Yeah.
But the whole time I'm doing all this, I'm like, I've never lived in my own home state. I'm born in Dallas. Why have I not lived in Dallas? I've visited 2-3 months at a time, increments because of my dad. Let me go live in Dallas. Everything I had been following is all right here.
Wow.
And I felt not ashamed, but I was like, in my head, I'm like, I wasted so much time.
Did you though?
Or did.
But I didn't.
Yeah, I'm about to say, because you went to the root.
You got experience
Man.
that
You
a
went to
lot
the
of
root
people
of it.
don't.
And that was just me, just because of, it's like somebody working around illiteracy. That was my version of working around illiteracy. I couldn't read like my peers, and I couldn't get those jobs, but I want to play as good as them. So how do I get that? Let me go to these places. And I started going to every place that I wanted to sound like to incorporate with myself. And once I did that, I was like, I've never lived Dallas. And everything I was looking for was in Dallas. And I do mean jazz, hip hop, R&B, rock, gospel.
Blues,
I mean, come on. I'm like, and the thing is, all those places come here to get a recharge to go back home.
Man.
All those places. Everybody famous comes here. Lady Gaga's whole band came here one year. I don't know if you remember this. Whole band, including
Was that when they had Spanky? Because I
Yeah.
remember Spanky came out to a shed one year. That might have been that
them.
same
They
time.
all came here and stayed. Usually you got a gig, you there maybe the night before, do sound check the day before. No, them suckers came down Thursday, did open mic with RC and them. Friday, Saturday, did their gig on Sunday, stayed Monday and Tuesday, and then went.
Wow.
Man, I gotta say just briefly. I remember one year, RC jam session. They had Anderson .Paak in the building.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
Yeah.
Because
that was the year he picked up. He literally picked up JD and Doomy from that
because
session.
JVD and Domi was there.
And he was like,
man, I wish I could have
y'all,
been there.
y'all come with me. Forget, no, I don't know. I don't care what your parents say.
Yeah.
Y'all come with me.
Yeah.
So,
And boy, has he been capitalizing.
yes,
Yeah.
buddy.
Yeah, man, that's dope, man. Your whole journey just been wow.
Thank
So, okay, so now I want to talk about Brand New Funk, man.
Yeah.
So Brand New Funk
Yes.
does a show at this spot called the Ormery in Deep Ellum every Sunday. I believe is it 6 to 10.
It varies only because of the Cowboys.
Oh,
So
Right.
if they play a late game, we 2 to 6.
You know, you don't have to worry about that anymore. So
Yeah,
what's
well,
the?
but we're not going to discuss that.
You don't have to worry about that right now.
But now, like say for instance, like the Super Bowl
Don't
is happening this
disrespect.
Sunday, so we're not even going to compete with
Yeah.
pre-game and or
Oh,
even
okay,
the
gotcha.
actual
That's
game.
smart.
So we're doing
Yeah.
Saturday instead.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
But other than that, we have home base every Sunday, and we try to keep it as 6 to 10 as possible.
Yeah. So before I dig any deeper, so what is Brand New Funk?
the joining of two hip hop heads that had never met each other before. And it was by sheer just Instagram. He saw me playing drums, and I own a company called the DJ and the Drummer Collective, and they do private parties and stuff like that. But I never really dug into the songs like I want to, because most of the time I'm doing pop music, stuff like that for top 40 stuff.
Yeah. So before we move any further, so this is basically a drummer and a DJ.
That's it.
And this is the show.
Yeah, the whole show.
And this is I've been to quite a bit of
experience. That.
Yes.
No, and it is an experience actually.
Yo,
like,
this is they play. I mean, all your best hip hop joints from
Really?
90s to.
All
I mean, they do the Jay-Z's to the Pimp C's to the Ludacris. I mean, and one of the dopest things that I like, because I'm into sampling. So one of the dopest.
So you catch it.
Yeah. So the one of the dopest things, they'll play on some bits. They will play like the original song, and then it merges into a artist that sampled it, and you're like, oh, this like it's quite a bit of joints that y'all played. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize this came from this.
Yeah.
Like the Gilligan's Island, I did not realize that was
big timers.
Yeah, I like.
Let me ask you this before you get into that. Before you get into that. Like, because if to watch y'all show. First of all, shout out to DJ. What is his name?
DJ Menace.
DJ Menace. Shout out DJ Menace, man.
Yeah.
To watch y'all to watch y'all show, right? Like, do y'all rehearse?
Never.
Do y'all never rehearsed?
Nope.
The reason I ask that is because y'all are like so locked in.
Yeah,
these
very
are,
locked in.
These are like two musicians, and of course, DJing in itself is an art.
Yes.
But it's like these are. I mean, some could even say, there's musicianship to being a DJ.
Absolutely.
But it's like when you see y'all two, and maybe it's chemistry, maybe it's because I've been doing it for so long with each other, man. Y'all are just so locked in, with each other, man. It's like y'all sit here and practice and say, okay, yeah, we gonna do this, and then you gonna break right here, and then I'm gonna.
That's what makes it so crazy. The transitions and all that. It's
the
not
transitions
just
are
the song.
clean,
Yeah.
like everything, man. So
experience that.
it's a dope.
Yo,
and
crowds be crazy. Yeah.
And then, and that was at the point where, a couple people have tried the DJ drummer thing, especially in the Dallas area, and it's cute. But it's like it's cute. It's cute, but it's like you when you watch them. I'm assuming y'all got the name from the DJ Jazzy Jeff and Fresh Prince, right?
The first song we played together.
Really? Okay.
The absolute first song we played together, and when I played the words to the song instead of the beat to the song, he was like, "Oh, okay. Oh, you think you ahead?" So now he's digging into all the underground B-side remix songs.
Okay.
And I'm catching I'm not just playing through the song. I'm pulling out where the break pulls out.
Yeah.
I come back in where the song comes in. I'll
It's like,
accent
yeah,
where
I
the
know the
words
song.
is.
Yeah.
So no.
Right.
I know this, bro.
Right.
So
you New York, so you.
Yeah, exactly.
And if you look at his, I don't know if you've seen his sleeve, but I don't know another person that's more hip hop than me in this city than this dude. This dude, from his fingertips to his chest, is every major hip hop logo.
Oh, wow.
Really?
Every major hip hop logo.
That's funny. That's how I feel about. Shout out to my guy Mike Pugh, cause I don't feel like it's a lot of people, especially in the Dallas area, that has the love of funk.
I knew where you was going.
That I do.
Yeah.
And then I mess around and meet this cat named Mike Pugh, and it's like, oh, you think you?
So you think?
Oh,
So you think
exactly. Yeah,
think you funky.
exactly.
I bet you don't know this.
Yeah.
And
Okay, you knew that. Okay.
yeah, exactly. So I that find that pairing.
Yeah.
That like
there's this word that a lot of people don't use. And it's called synergy.
Yeah.
And it's an intuitive situation that you just can't duplicate between another pair or another situation.
Right.
And me and him have had that synergy from day one.
Now, where is he from?
He's from Florida.
Florida, okay.
Born and raised from Florida. He just happened to move here because he's a DJ at or what's the name of the main radio stations out here?
K104,
That's one.
97.9.
97.9.
Okay.
So he's 97.9. He's one of the main DJs for 97.9.
Okay.
And so he got out here and just like noticed that not many people are doing a lot of hip hop, like
hip hop,
stuff.
yeah.
And then he started doing the sample to the actual song thing.
Yeah.
And that's when I start catching on to him. I was like, this dude's different. This dude's different. I like this. I like this a lot. This is putting me back.
Yeah.
So we linked. I commented on his Instagram. I said, hey man, I love the fact that you go and you know the samples to the songs. He said, what do you do? I said, I drum. He was like, well, I DJ. So won't you come out and play drums with me? Like, okay, what time? Like in 2 hours. Oh,
Gotcha.
okay, cool. So we go out, play.
And also, this dude plays 4 hours straight, by the way.
Yeah.
From
that's true.
no breaks.
Nah, that's
And-
pure adrenaline.
Yeah, and I already know that feeling with these top 40 bands I
But,
be playing with.
he's also healthy too, so let's keep that in mind. You don't, cause I don't think like you don't drink, do you? Or
Don't drink or smoke.
you don't drink, smoke, like so. See, that's why.
It's a balance. It's a balance.
Yeah.
I have my guilty pleasures of chocolate chip, peanut butter chocolate chip cookies. Has to be that combination.
Put it away. He needs to go to rehab. Oh my God.
But then I do my best to balance anything that I do out.
Yeah, of course.
With
Moderation.
So the moment I catch myself doing too much of this, I go back and make
Gotcha.
sure this is at least above it. So it's just a balancing act, and then of course making sure that my body's right conditioned for what I'm about to do.
Yeah.
And then stretching beforehand is a big situation. There was no drummer in the world that would perform 2 hours straight and not stretch. They'd be like, nah, bro, I'm gonna take a pee break or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But everybody was like, wait, bro, this dude ain't. I get more tips on the fact that I don't go pee
Really.
than me playing.
Man, you know what? You know what? So one of the time, it might have been the first time I met you in person. You posted you post because this dude got equipment for days. let me tell you this. But you were the first cat that I seen with this thing called a bass box. This was the very first time that I met you in person.
Is that wood thing?
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
You're talking about a cajon.
Yeah.
Sure.
He has this thing which is kind of like a cajon, but it's strictly for your.
That's the kick thing.
That little black, the little black box I got. Well, I got that because of him. I got that because of him. So he posted it one time on Facebook or something like that, and I remember commenting like, "Yo, what is that? Like that, like that is cute as shit. What is that, bro? Like, yo, like what is that?" And I just so happened to be in, and he was like, "Well, yo, I'm in was it the Regal Room?
Yes,
it might have been the Regal Room that you was in. Yeah." And he was like, "Well, I'll be at the Regal Room. Come through, and you can look at it." I was like, "I bet." And that was my first time meeting him in person. Super cool, super cool. He was like, "Yeah, so this is it." And I'm looking at, I'm like, "Yo, that is dope." And he was like, and then he just started breaking the whole thing down. Yeah, they got the acoustic one. They got one with the plugins. They got this, blah blah blah. And I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna go get one tomorrow. But he let me pick it up, touch it. Man, this is light. He was like, and so then he was saying, he was like, "Bro, I've gotten gigs or compliments just off of this." Yeah. Just off the fact that people are coming up to me and saying like, "Yo, I've never seen that before." Blah blah blah. I said all that to say, and then you mentioned like you sitting down, you playing for all of that time and getting tips and stuff. I said all that to say it seems as if you find all of these cheat codes that nobody else looks for. Like this dude has all of these freaking cheat codes, man. Like you
Got the hacks.
You go beyond the beaten path, and you find these little things that say, "Yo, like I get all of y'all are doing this, but this actually works too. Yeah. Y'all keep doing that, and I'm just gonna."
That's people beside them loud drummers. They gonna get
Man.
Well, and that even goes with the cymbal tips.
Yeah.
A lot of people thought it was a gimmick, that the way I tilt my cymbals and the way I have
I
everything.
saw that.
Yeah, it's not a gimmick. It happened on accident, but it was a great accident because I had one stand that had 2 branches, and I couldn't put it on this side because I guess where I was at that particular gig, it was compact. I couldn't put anything else on this side. So I only could have, I had my 2 snares over here, my kick was in right here, and I had my 2 cymbals right here. And both of them were just regular. You know, I had to ride. And
That's another thing, man. You have a very unique setup.
Yeah, I have a couple of them joints.
Yeah,
like
so
this.
is that, I mean, is that something that, was that from someone that came
Well,
from, was that just
that's
something
what he
just
was
through
trying to
time?
take. That's what he was
Oh,
explaining.
Yeah,
now,
so
and
that,
then
So
if you
Continue.
let the man finish, just-
continue, man. I just want to put my 2-bit beat in, man. That's all.
No, but I was interested too because I saw that.
so-
I saw that
So
you
then with the
was
snare
playing
you do, you put it on top of the,
at the Freeman.
put
I
top of the
saw
tube
that.
top, right?
Right,
Yeah.
just the two,
So
that's
yeah,
hilarious.
I
And the
had
sop
them-
cymbals.
I had them regularly sitting, and I'm playing, and this is a funk rock band, so it's kind of like meshed in between, and Lenny Kravitz-ish,
Okay.
and
So your
I
setup
hit
came
that-
from Lenny Kravitz. Okay,
Nah.
got it.
So I hit the first cymbal, and the cymbal I didn't put on, I didn't tighten it up too
Yeah.
good, and it went wink.
Yeah.
And I'm in the middle of like really going in, so I
Yeah.
can't stop. And I was like, wait a minute. The whole time I'm still playing, I'm like, the bell is right there.
Yeah.
Oh no. Wait, and I can't swing like everybody else. Let me see, because you know, usually you got to get a feeling when you
Yeah.
swing. And there's a feeling that comes with swinging. I was like, if I can get the feeling of swinging, but it's right here.
Yeah.
I ain't got to be over here like
Yeah.
everybody. Oh.
Yeah.
And that started, then I was like, but this symbol is in the way now. What can I do about that? So I tilted just a little bit, tilted the next gig just a little bit more, tilted a little bit, and then I finally found a sweet spot for it, and I went, oh,
Yeah.
that's it.
Because now your attack is easier.
Bruh,
Yeah.
I don't crack cymbals. I've never cracked a cymbal since. I don't have any problems with cymbals because of the tack of a real drummer.
Are
will
you
tell
listening,
you're supposed
drummers
to
out there?
You're
Yeah.
supposed to swipe a cymbal. You're not supposed to hit a cymbal directly on. One or two things is going to happen. You're going to give up that stick, or that cymbal is going to eventually get tired of that vibration.
Yeah.
So,
You got a tender swipe. All right.
So,
I always wonder how cymbals get cracked.
and it's not necessarily because of hard hitting. It's the continuation of hitting that edge. And that cymbal rotates, and every once in a while, you're going to keep hitting that same little spot.
I hope y'all
And it's just
drummers
gonna-
taking notes out there.
Listen,
And it's going to get, eventually your cymbal going to go, all right, bro, I'm tired of you. And you're going to have to get a new cymbal. Well, I have not bought cymbals unless I wanted a cymbal on purpose in about 8 years.
do you have one of those cymbals that got the holes in it and all
The
that?
rivets, yes,
Oh,
I
sure.
have. That's actually the rod cymbal. It has 3 rivets inside of it.
Oh.
And
I just be seeing. I'm like, so what's so special about that one? Like,
it's
It's tonal.
Yes.
It's all of that. We need our own segment at this point. but it's all of that, man. It just adds different flavors to your gumbo, man.
yeah, and then even down to the fact that a lot of people see me having. I've had a remote hi-hat for 12 years. For 12 years, I bought my remote hi-hat for $125. You try to buy a remote hi-hat right now, it's $400.
Unless you got the plug.
Unless you got the plugs.
Shout out to the plug.
We ain't gonna mention
I
the plugs.
went and saw the plug today. I went and saw the
Do you-
Godfather today.
do you own an electric drum set?
I had one. I sold it.
You didn't like it?
Texture with me.
It ain't the
It's
same.
Yep.
It's great for house. It's great
Yeah,
for
it ain't the
practice.
same, bro.
Even
Bruh.
churches that just kind of they don't want the shield up.
Yeah.
It's good for that. But for yourself as a drummer,
It's not the same.
Bruh,
just
let me
feels-
tell you something. I play a service every Monday at this little church, and they have an electric kit, and it is, oh my God, it's just not it.
It's just
It
not.
is so not it playing in a live setting, especially at church.
yeah,
Man,
Yeah.
it's
I've always wanted
playing
that.
electric kit, and then like the drummers sometimes it's like he's kind of he could kind of be loud, but
How you loud on an
Hold on.
electric?
that's what I'm gonna get to. it was a couple of points where he was loud, and I had to tell the sound guy, "Can you turn the drums down?"
Oh,
Right.
loud like that way. Okay.
In the minor, but even when he do sometimes like today, before we started service, he was just doing his doodling whatever on the drums, and I guess they had him at the volume, but he was playing so loud you could hear the beating of the pads
Yeah.
over the sound of the drums. That's how loud.
That's crazy.
He's trying to outdo what the point of the electronic drum kit is for.
Yeah, man. I was like,
But it also sounds like he's trying to find that thing that acoustic gives you.
That also, once again, and it's extremely expensive. To get that close to an acoustic with an electric. Now it is.
They have them.
They have 'em, but it's expensive. You are not.
That's a.
You are not paying
so they have the
anybody's
Casio version.
Oh,
The Casio version.
nah, brother.
You're not
church
paying
I
any
play.
bills.
How do you feel about? Well, have you ever played with double foot pedals? And if you have, how do you feel about it?
I like that one. Being Kojic, it is almost a travesty
Oh yeah.
to play with a double foot.
I
pedal.
know.
It is so
It
rare.
is
you
like
see it.
they don't give you any grief if you can play with it now.
Yeah.
But you better be able to do everything you
Everything,
do
yes, with
on
that
one pedal.
Yeah.
Now, mind you, here the my stupid self. I'm thinking the first song I heard that made me want to play a single foot pedal like a double pedal was Phil Collins' Susudia. Because I had a very small boombox that didn't have a lot of bass to it. So sound like the kick drum to me.
Right.
So I'm playing my butt off. I'm practicing for 5
Working that foot.
years.
Yeah.
5 years. I'm gonna get this. No way this old guy. There's no way this old guy is gonna be able to do this better than me. That was in my head. And I finally got it, and what let me know I was doing it wrong, but playing that right was I was doing it during sound check, just kind of playing around just during sound check. And the drummer that's playing in front of me, because I'm opening for this band, and the drummer that's playing in front of me takes off his headphones and goes, "One pedal?"
Yeah.
And I go, "Yeah." He was like, he put his headphones on, and I was like, "I did it.
Yeah.
I did it." And he finally talked to me. He was like, "What made you do that?
Yeah.
What made you do what the Casio was doing?" The Casio? What do you? No, that's the kick. That's the way to kick. And he was like, "No, man, that's a Casio.
Yeah.
Listen to the song again.
Yeah.
The beat is
Yeah.
that's the whole beat." And I'm like, "No way." And I finally listened to it in stereo.
Yeah.
Years later. And almost cried.
That's funny.
But I was happy
Right.
because I was like, now I'm able to do all this controlled foot stuff that I didn't know there was gonna be. So
That gave you that more push to.
that gave me more push to stay single pedal. Now I'm wishing I would have learned both at the same time.
Man.
Because it's so much dynamics more you can do, and you can everything you learn on your hand. If you actually learn it on your feet too, your rudiments, you learn it on your feet, bro. You are unstoppable.
Oh, in that independency, man. That most like I'm not gonna lie, I'm decent, but there's some drum they just have this independency, man. That I'm like, yo, like go play in traffic, bro.
Go play in traffic.
You're a gear guy. Have you ever played with a single double foot pedal?
I tried. It's not for me either.
Yeah, I used to have it was called the Duelist, made by this company called the Duelist, and I had one. It was a single double. It was so intriguing, man, and I wanted.
I had to buy it.
Oh, dude, I kind of because I feel defeated. I kind of still want to go find one and buy one,
He
man.
said he feel defeated.
Nah, man, because it was like I had it, and of course I had it. I was the only one with it. And I was. Like I took it to this was before I got smart. I messed around. It was a shed session, and one of my partners was there. He was like, "Dude, I give you whatever amount of money for it. I'll give it to you right now." And I was like, "Nah." I gotta keep this. And then his number went up, and then I was like, and then the number that when it wound up being more than what I paid for it. So I was like,
here you go.
Cause I at that point I had it for like 3 months or whatever, and I was like, bro, I couldn't, and I again watching YouTube and all that stuff, but I just couldn't figure out how people were mastering, cause people will legit master, and then like, cause if you ever look at a dualist foot pedals, it's a single double foot pedal, and then there's this lever on the side of it that'll deactivate the other pedal, and then it'll make it a single again, and then you reactivate, and then it go, and it was that was an instrument by itself, learning how to do that, dude. And I was like, I just felt so freaking defeated, and at that point I was like, so like I want to get another one just
you had yours longer than me.
Really?
Yeah, buddy, because I bought that. And I bought the Perfect pedal at the same time from JoJo Mayer. And that is two completely different feelings.
Yeah.
Because JoJo Mayer's pedal is literally your foot. Whatever your foot can do is what that pedal can do.
And you
So
got to
if your foot
understand.
can't do,
You got to
then that
understand
pedal
about somebody like a JoJo Mayer when it comes to
He's
his
an
footwork.
Einstein.
When it comes to his footwork, forget these Kojic drummers.
Yeah, forget that.
When JoJo Mayer, of course he made well, I don't know if he made it, but he made my all-time favorite cymbal, the Omni.
The Omni.
The
He
Omni.
made it. He's an inventor.
He invented that cymbal.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what he linked up with Sabian, and like that's JoJo Mayer is one of my all-time favorite drummers to watch, man. But it's like his footwork just by itself. Like just
hell, the one he did in 1989. I'm still feasting off that.
Man, like cause like especially with the fusion drumming tip, he was like he's just always been way before his time.
And to anybody that's listening, this guy has perfected drumming so much that he's reverted to making himself sound so perfect that he can outdo a machine.
Yeah.
He was the first, and I do mean the first, to perfect drum and bass on live settings. Like I could not tell that it was a real drummer playing. And I was like, no, I gotta see this dude live. I gotta see this dude live. And I forgot what's the name of his Japanese band that he was with. It's a drum and bass, and it's one dude on keyboard, the other dude on bass.
I got you.
And when I swear, you close your eyes, you're listening to drum and bass and jungle music. You're not listening to regular, and he is perfected. And he got this thing called, there's a point between 0 and 1.
Yeah.
And that is his whole theory, there's a point between 0 and 1 you have to perfect to get this style.
Yeah.
And when I'm telling you, I am a student of any craft I'm doing. That dude there, it make you don't want to put stuff down.
No, for sure.
You don't want to do it no more.
Wow.
But I have that, every drummer has that feeling where you want to throw the sticks across the room and then you go pick the sticks up.
Is it Nervier?
That's it.
Yeah,
whatever it is, whatever that is.
Nerve. Yeah.
That band there had got him more notoriety than his jazz, than his fusion, than anything he's ever done. And he's just cold with it.
Nice. So quickly. So brand new funk. I know y'all do it every Sunday. So I know y'all guys have social media, right?
Yes, brand new funk is spelled differently. It's let me see if I can spell it right off the top of my head. BRANOO. FUNCK. Yes. Yeah. So we did that just to separate us from the song itself, but give tribute at the same time.
Because I was going to say, y'all spelled that wrong.
We did it on.
Or they spelled it right.
Or spelled it right.
And then we also, what we see, and this is no shade to anybody, because DJ and drumming it's 25, 26 years in it has happening.
Yeah.
We have friends like DJ Active and Tony Royster Jr. have been doing it for almost 12. DJ Jazzy Jeff and Questlove do it every 6 months. We want to get to them, because if we get to them and open for them, it's game over.
Yes.
It's game over. And we're already like in that path To the
That's
point where
good.
everybody walks up to Brand New Funk to us and go, "Why are y'all here? Why are you? I'm glad y'all here because this is my new church." But why?
Right,
Man,
yeah.
it's definitely. I gotta say,
But
it's
we
definitely
have
a thing, man.
and I tell people all the time,
I'm
and
finna come to y'all service.
I love bragging on us because I have not felt like this since the Get Down, since the Get Down days.
Okay.
And we have people that come from Maine. Let me go to the Germany part. We got people that come from Germany, can't speak a lick of English, that comes every other month.
Oh,
They
wow.
speak to us through Google Travel.
Wow.
We love your music.
Wow.
And I have to answer them back through their Google. Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Wow, that's
crazy.
crazy.
That's the only reason why they come to Dallas is to come
Really?
see us. 2 weeks ago, we had people come from Maine because they saw us on Instagram, and this was their "I want to get up and go" type of thing. They do this thing. These two guys do these thing where it's called "Get Up and Go." We see something online and we just do it.
Wow.
And so they saw us and they were like, "Let's go see them." So their whole purpose to come into Dallas was to come see us.
That's dope.
Got there 2 hours, flew in 2 hours before we played, got there. And then I asked them, of course, I'm into, like, you know, thank y'all for coming out. Really appreciate y'all. Where y'all from? Maine. What the heck? How long are y'all here? Let me show you around the city.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, you don't understand. We came here for y'all and we're leaving.
Yeah.
We got an hour before we got to get back to DFW.
That's crazy.
What? So we've gotten that. We've gotten celebrities coming out.
Good thing the Cowboys wasn't playing that game
Yes.
that day. It's crazy.
So I gotta say real quick. So the last time I was at the Armory, it was this white guy. I showed it to you. That was dancing. That was
That was at his show.
That
That was at his show.
Oh, wow.
that was his show. Oh, man.
Y'all had that man dancing,
Yo.
dancing.
Yeah, he was showing his ass.
I was like, man, only in development, bro.
Only in deep element.
Oh, yeah,
And
deep
I think that's what the quote. That went around viral for a second.
Yeah,
It said only
Yeah.
in deep element.
Yeah.
It went around
That was
TikTok
me.
for a minute.
That's crazy.
I had to. I said, "Oh, content.
Right.
This is content."
What
Right.
you don't understand is everybody had moved to the corner
And
and
just let him
started
have.
and just
Yeah, man,
everybody.
bruh.
That's
It was funny.
hilarious.
But yeah, Brand New Funk is and I treat all of my bands that I'm in, which I'm in a lot of them. I treat it like the stock market. I usually don't get too emotionally attached to it unless I'm invested as like I'm in the company.
Yeah,
It's like
yeah.
I have to be in the band where I'm irreplaceable.
Right.
That's the
right.
only way
feel that.
that's the only way now mind you, I don't knock anything because I'm a freelancer as well. So I do other things, but there's 5 particular one out of the 15 bands that I'm in
Sheesh.
that
Okay, so I just want to say, so
Like flex.
on average, how often do you work as a musician, like throughout the week?
yeah, all the time.
So probably almost every night.
I'm gonna
or-
say at least on the low end 4 times.
Okay,
On the low end, I'm working. The only day I try my best to take off is Monday.
nice.
Monday is my day too.
Yeah.
Well, it was.
And then usually Tuesdays is rehearsals, Wednesdays is rehearsal and a gig, Thursdays rehearsal, gig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
so it just get compiled from that
Yeah.
point.
So let me ask you this real quick. Is the DJ Drummer Collective and Brand New Funk are those
completely separate. I did that on purpose because I wanted to. This one, Brand New Funk, is specific for old school hip hop only. It's only for the classic hip hop. If you don't like it, don't come to the show. That's
and
the
so
way it is.
okay, so you got that, but then so what's
Now,
DJ
the
what's
DJ and the Drummer Collective is a corporate situation.
Okay.
So if Nabisco wants a Christmas party and they don't want to hire a band, this is the perfect thing outside of just hiring a DJ. You got the perfect go-between. You got the live sound. Now we're not messing with your songs. Because a lot of people, even though Dallas is a cover band city, a lot of people outside of Dallas are not that way. They want to hear the song the way it is.
No,
right.
Or as very
That's
close
true.
as possible.
That's true.
Whereas the cover bands here, they kind of got into recycling tracks with each other.
Yeah.
And they're using the same thing, so everybody sounds alike. Most, not all. But everybody sounds alike. So a lot of people don't hire as much outside.
I just thought about
What's that?
your boy about mashups.
Oh yeah.
Go ahead.
So that being said, I found a go-between about 14 years ago. I was like, they've always wanted a DJ, but they want a band at the same time. Let me put this together. So the DJ and the Drummer Collective is a corporate side of me.
Okay.
I literally
Is it the same? But it's the same guys though, right?
No, I made it a collective. So I have 5 DJs, 4 other drummers. I don't even touch it.
Okay, you just own it.
Yes, I don't even touch it. I did it in the beginning just to kind of get it out there. I went to Barbados. I went to St. Lucia. I went to overseas to do it just to kind of get it popping.
Okay.
And then once I got it popping, I took my logo and took my name off of it and just now it's over there doing its own
Okay,
thing.
so let me ask you this: you got somebody, you got a like, how would a up and coming DJ?
Good question.
How would an up and coming DJ and he wants to be one of those DJs on the call, or drummers on the call list?
I rotate everybody because I want everybody to have a chance, and I like having young and old. So if I have a 40s party, I want people to be represented that way. If I have a young where they're doing a prom, I don't want the 40-year-olds doing the prom.
Right.
I want the 16 and the 18-year-olds doing it. So I have separate people doing separate things.
Okay.
DJ Cyborg, which is Josh Willis.
Yeah.
He was my first 16-year-old when he was 16.
Really?
And I let him do a corporate party. He was like, he got addicted. He was like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. I get $500 to play for 2 hours. Right now.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. And it's just with a DJ.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm on this. How can I be a DJ?
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, well, then he went to the DJ side. Then he did it both himself.
I seen that. I seen when he did that. Yeah.
So I was like, now he can tell, and he thought I was gonna be upset. It's like, no, this is exactly what I want.
Yeah.
I want you to be able to branch off and do what you want to.
Right.
That's that way I can rotate somebody else in. That's the whole point of this is to be almost like Snarky Puppy.
Yeah.
I want it to be a rotational situation.
Yeah.
So it continues to do its thing and just does it over there. Now me and Brand New Funk, that's on my fingerprint.
Oh yeah,
ain't
yeah.
Nobody touching that but me. If I can't do it, ain't nobody gonna be on more of them drums.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that because of me.
No.
Menace won't allow. I've literally pitched the top drummers to him. Like, bro, I can't make it. We canceling the show.
Wow.
I'm not doing this without you because he's gotten
feel
so
that.
used to.
I feel that.
Yeah.
It's not just it's not the fact of skill level, bro. Bro, it's your knowledge of the songs that I'm playing.
I'm at the point. I'm at the point where I probably won't take Funk Your Feelings probably won't take a gig with Mike P. Can't do it.
See what I'm saying?
I'm like at that point. You know what I'm saying? So I understand completely.
Yeah, it's people that can get funky, but you can get funky,
It's
but are
different.
you funky?
Yeah, it's different. It's a whole nother. it's a whole nother gorilla,
See,
man.
and that was one of them when you were talking years ago. Like, man, it's cute that everybody's getting in the funk all of a sudden.
Yeah.
You know, and he was talking. But he had a reason to talk that way.
You know,
he
what I'm
wasn't
saying?
saying it as in being big headed. He was like, oh, now this the thing.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all didn't want to see me before, but now all of a sudden, everybody want to do it.
He said it, not me, but it's all good. It's all. But I'm interested in this business though, and I know we this is a great conversation. We cutting in on time, so but I'm interested in this business though. Okay, so you set up Brand New Funk as a so is this like LLC? Is it
not yet? We DBA'd, but we're working on the LLC now because that cartoon that you see, that's a DC fan. He works for DC.
I'm sorry. I said Brand New Funk. I'm talking about Dallas
DC Comics.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
I said Brand New Funk, but I meant the
DJ and the
DJ Drummer Collective.
Okay, let's flip it.
Like, so is that LLC and all that?
That is DBA. I purposely am leaving it as a DBA for another year, and then I'm an LLC.
Okay.
Because of the pandemic, it kind of put me like not a plateau, but flat out almost gone.
Got you.
To where I had to let the guys go, hey, look, I don't want you to think that I'm giving up on everybody, but they're just people are not hiring yet. This year, it's starting to come back. So I was like, let me exercise it again, and then let me LLC it, and then make it completely taxable.
So how are you? Like even before the panoramic, how was it that somebody was looking and saying, okay, DJ Drummer Collective, I want to hire them? Like, how were they getting to you? Or how are you marketing yourself? Like all of that.
First one is word of mouth, because when you have something that different and it works in a corporate setting, then the person that threw the party can hold the big chest out like, that's right, I did that. Right. And now everybody else is acting like, look, I'm having a birthday party. You think we can get them? So then it goes to the corporate birthday, then the birthday goes to another corporate, then the corporate goes to a private party for a celebrity. Then it snowballs. And then from that point, I don't have to do any advertisement.
Got you.
And that helped, but then even more so when I went overseas with the one DJ I had, and we just did it over there for weeks and weeks on end, and then I came back, it was like the name was already ringing to the point where that DJ, that drummer, which shout out to y'all, I love y'all, that DJ, Jack Drummer, literally started calling me for permission to play in the US.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, why y'all calling me?
Yeah.
Like, nah, well, we know you're over there. And you're like, no, y'all doing colleges.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Y'all got the college thing. Keep going. Go, man. Yeah. And so from that point on, it was like, like a digital handshake.
Yeah.
As long as they stay in the college realm and they can go all over the place they want to. But I wanted everybody to know, like, no, this is not new. I just was the first one to think of making it a company.
Yeah.
That's all.
Yeah. That's dope. Wow. Okay. So you're how were you, what was your hiring as a boss? What was your hiring process for your DJing and drummers? What were you looking at?
I had to look at how you control, as a DJ, I had to look at how you control the crowd. If your crowd control can make people rotate. Now, there's a DJ trick that a real DJ knows, especially being somebody from New York and really seeing DJs, there's a rotation. There's people at the bar that's drinking, and there's people on the dance floor that's dancing. These people need to switch.
Okay.
These people they're getting tired. Before the crowd just completely dissipates, you need to switch these people. These people need to get hydrated. Then you need to play a song for those people that go, oh, that's my jam. And the other people like, yeah, woo. And then they go that. So there's certain songs and there's certain cues that most people in the crowd don't even know is happening, that a DJ is doing to make that rotation happen.
Really?
To keep the flow of everything going. So that's the first thing I look for in a DJ, is if their crowd control can make that rotation happen on a regular basis throughout the night. If not, then you're just gonna have a whole bunch of dehydrated, tired people standing on the floor just doing social media stuff. Or you can have somebody just wilding out on the dance floor because this they jam and they're gonna be on the dance floor for about 3 or 4 songs. Now, the next song that comes on, just enough, whether it's a tempo down or a tempo up, just enough for them to go, whoo, all right, let me go get me a drink. Now they're being social, getting the drink, the bar is happy, the venue's happy. Either way. So that's the first thing on the DJ. Is the drummer I'm looking for if you know the songs. If you know the songs, can you play the songs like if Usher was singing how would you be playing Play that way.
Okay.
That's how I need you to play. Like, I need you to know where the breaks are. I need you to know when to come back. I don't need you playing straight through the songs. Now, if you're gonna show off, there's points in songs where you get to kind of get off, but know those points. Don't try to show off the whole song. I've had to fire 2.
Really?
Right off the spot. I paid them half of what they got and got on the drum set myself. I've had to fire 2. And I've had calls on certain ones that come and they go, hey man, I love the DJ. DJ was phenomenal. Say no more.
Yeah,
don't
got
worry.
you.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
And then the next time I hire him, I do it for half price. I take the hit. They don't. The DJ or the drummer doesn't take the hit.
That's good business.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
I take the hit, but then now I have a happier customer. Not only did I reinforce my company's quality, but I let them know that what you said doesn't go to the floor.
Yeah.
I'm about your business just the same way I'm about my business. So that keeps that
That's
honest
dope.
rotation going on.
Man, it's funny you say that. We're gonna get into these segments, man. But it's like as a band director, I look at and as a band leader, I really look at DJs. I had a very small stint as a DJ when I was overseas in Iraq. But I was DJ 6ix9ine on the ones and number twos,
snap.
shitting on you hoes. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah, and I try to take that concept of how DJs work and the transit, and I try to apply that to live instrumentation,
That's right.
live bands. But anyway, we got to get into these segments, man.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Finally,
Get it.
hey man,
Man.
two drummers talking, man. We'll be here all night.
Oh man, but that's a lot of great info though.
It's
For real.
super good info. Meds, we have three topics. We have these recurring segments, right? So we're gonna start with the first one. We're gonna start with your top 5.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna ask you your top 5. They don't necessarily have to be in any order. If we could let him co-host, if we could let him decide what his top 5 is, that'll be awesome.
Oh, snap.
But because people like, oh well, you don't like so and so and so. No, let him decide what he. All right. So since we in the vein, I'm gonna go ahead and ask. And again, they don't have to be in any order. Who are your top 5 DJs?
Good one. All right.
And it again,
It doesn't have to be in any order, just
they don't have to be regional.
Yeah.
They don't have to be broad. Who are your
Okay.
top 5 all overall DJs?
Okay, I'm gonna go DJs, not turntablists, because there's two different types of people.
Oh, okay.
DJ Kid Capri,
Okay.
that's the perfect crowd rotationer.
Really?
Perfect. He's literally one of the best in the game.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Jazzy Jeff, mainly because he is considered. There's only one other person that can possibly say it, but he is the creator of the transformer. That sound that sounds like a transformer when somebody's scratching. He is the creator of that.
Okay.
So on top of that, he's the perfect blender. Nobody blends as good as he does.
Okay.
From one song to the next and not knowing what the next song is going to be until it actually completely go all the way in. Like, I did not see that coming.
Yeah.
How did you do that? So that's Kid Capri, DJ Red Alert, definitely.
Okay.
Red Alert, because he is my reason why I had stayed up all night.
Okay.
One of 2 reasons. DJ Mr. C on the other station, WBLS. It was a rotation, so I was like, okay, they playing Juice Crew stuff. He playing, this. So this day I'm gonna record from 12 to 2, Kiss. Next I'm gonna record BLS. So
Got you.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So I need one more. I'm gonna say Menace because, and I'm saying that because I was attracted to him, not because of what we are doing today.
Right.
Menace because I literally was attracted to him because of the way he DJs.
Got you.
I'm gonna say a 6th one just to put a B-side next to.
I'll let you make it.
And it has to be DJ J Clip.
Okay.
J Clip is the best to bring you new music and you didn't know you needed to hear.
Really?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm Googling everything he puts out.
Really?
I'm like, I didn't know that was out, son.
Yeah. Oh man, I thought you gonna say Q, man.
But who?
Q from Juice.
No.
Won't.
Yeah, do that to yourself. You deserve that one. All right, man, that was our top 5, man. All right, so another recurring segment. Now, we got Playing in the Wrong Key. This is our version of what grinds your gears. This is your pet peeve. this is just that thing's like, nah, man, I can't get jiggy with that. You know what I'm saying? So, what is playing in the wrong key to you?
Oh, you ready for this one?
Let's do it.
As a drummer, believe it or not, as a drummer, I hate, and I'm gonna say it. Let me say that I dislike with a passion.
Or you can hate. It's fine.
Yeah. The sound of the snares not being played and a bass player or a bass tone is being had. So to hear the snares on the bottom of and the drums are not being played, I always turn the snares off.
You talking about the little rattling thing?
Yeah,
I hate that
Gotta
too.
do it for me. I
Yeah,
can't stand
really.
it. I literally-
Like scratching
I
chalkboard.
run up on a stage for drummers I don't even know just to go click.
Wow. Yeah, that'll do it. I didn't even think about that, but yeah, that is nerve-wracking.
I hear that mostly at church, and I'm like,
especially if it's one of those. It could be one of those moments, like moments that the drums shouldn't even be playing, or one of those musical moments, or somebody playing. My friend Jackie Downlow, he liked to say acapulco, but somebody playing acapella and like you got those snares are just rap. Yeah, I get you.
Yeah, I can't do it. Can't do it. Not even for myself. Like the moment I hear it, I'm wait.
Yeah, I got you. I got you. All right, so cool. And then we got the last one. Now this is called Gig Tales. Tell us that one crazy gig story that you got. That one happening.
Crazy.
That one.
So many.
crazy is the key word.
Okay, crazy is the key word.
Possibly.
Okay, I'm gonna definitely not air that one out. That one's too fresh. That's too
Why
fresh.
not?
That one's way too fresh.
just
That's too. It just happened. I'm gonna go back. Okay, so I'm playing in a cover band. Won't mention the name of the cover band.
Okay.
I can say it was one of my first times ever playing in a cover band. So I just moved here and found out there was a cover band scene.
Okay.
Didn't know it was major money in it, but it is. But you also get pigeonholed. But anyway, I started playing in the band, and they were like, "Hey, bro, you playing really good. You really should think about taking your shirt off one of these days." You know,
Wait,
so
what?
yeah, hear me out. It's coming. You should really think about taking your shirt off one of these days because there's a lot of people out there that really like the way you look, man. I got a bird chest. What are you talking about? What are we doing? And you're like, no, man, no. You got something. Just trust me. And he was the band director. I was like, all right, so what song should it be? If you go, let's pick a song. Yeah. And I'm gonna take off my top shirt. I'm not taking off like where you see everything. I'm gonna take off my top shirt. He's like, all right, let's do it on this song. All right, cool. You gonna do it? Yeah, I'll do it. Soon as I do it, not only do I take my top off, the crowd ladies take their top
Oh, that's
off.
dope.
Yeah.
Did it distract you?
Yeah.
They have on bras?
Some.
Were they endowed?
It was a great sight.
Right.
And to have those same people not put the shirts back on and still be fans of what come here, give me a hug is different.
Yeah. It's different.
Now, here's the tricky part.
Yeah, exactly.
Here's the tricky part. Pictures are being taken.
Okay.
I have on a ring.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Now, this is where I knew the person I was with was at least cool. Oh, she said, I'm not worried about them.
Yeah.
Not worried about them. And we had this conversation numerous times leading up to my next gig. So, and then we had it again during a gig. She was like, no, babe, I'm not worried about them. They can do whatever they want to. But you see that one right there? And she pointed her out.
Oh, yeah.
You see that one right there? The one that ain't said nothing, that's been in that corner sipping on that same drink? She been waiting on you. I'm eyeing that one. See, I'm the antenna that
Women
you don't.
know.
I'm the antenna that you don't see.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Oh. So this is She was like, well, it's your artistry. I'm not saying do it all the time if you can help it, but I mean they paying.
Oh yeah.
So just don't.
Beautiful. Somebody that understands what you do.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
It's a balance.
Man, oh man,
It's a serious
listen.
balance.
Great segue. Great segue, and I'm also about to save your ass. So,
No, you ain't got
so,
to
so, how long have you been married?
This year, the 22nd will be 16 years.
16 years. That's beautiful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. So, and this is really gonna be my last question for the night. How do you balance the two? How do you balance because it, being a full-time musician, it's not the same as working a 9 to 5. It's not the same. It's like just like there's people that don't even understand like just talking to people, going to the bar, having a drink. Hey, hey, let me buy you a drink. Thank you for coming to the show.
Yeah.
Having those conversations and stuff like that, putting on, I call it that mask, that being friendly. A lot of people don't understand that. And so even having to do that, having to go out, I mean, even going out to show support to your fellow musician when you not get, that's a part of the game.
That is absolutely.
That's a part of the game. So
Quiet as kept, y'all. That's a big secret.
That's a
getting
part
other
of it.
gigs. If you're not busy the next week, go hang that week that you're not busy, and then that next week right afterwards you're busy. Just trust me.
That's a part of the game.
Just
So and we
It's part of the game too.
So how do you balance being, or separate the businessman, musician, the entrepreneur, from the husband? How do you balance those two out?
I took another thing from Spud. Part of the balance is making the person that you're with part of what you're doing. So instead of making them feel like it's completely separate, make them part of it. So it doesn't necessarily mean they got to be there to set up a breakdown or anything like that. No, all right. Make sure my schedule, I don't double book myself.
Yeah.
Make sure for this gig I need a rehearsal date. So make sure my dates are blank for me. Be my calendar for me.
Okay.
And I promise you, since it's happened, since I've made her like kind of the administrative assistant of what I do, the moment I get a gig, I have to text it to her. I have to send it to her via email. And we're in the same house.
Is that something that you had to learn over time?
It became an exercise. It was just one of those things. Okay, what do you want to do? What can you do? What do you want to learn?
Okay.
And I want to learn how to figure out how to not double book yourself, because the times it happens is not often. But man, when it happens to me, I am so embarrassed when it happens.
Same. Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I really don't want to let either one of these people down. She was like, well, you got to stop doing that, because you feel so bad after. You almost don't want to gig the next week. So let me make sure that you don't do that. Let me at least share your calendar with me, so even can coincide with making sure you have a day off, because she knows me. I will not give myself a day off.
I feel that.
I won't.
Yeah.
My vacation is behind my drum set to me. So but she has another side of it. I need quality time. I need time. So
Question. Do you and her find any intimacy in doing that?
good question. I can say there's a in the process of it happening perfectly. Oh, you start getting attracted a little bit more. You got that right.
Yeah.
You caught that.
Oh,
before
she
I
know
did.
me.
Oh, you caught that
Yeah,
before I did, girl.
Right. Man, calm down. Yeah.
You better. So, but yeah, that balance it started from the exercise of just giving a little bit of what I do. You bouncing back, it came back good. Okay, let me give you more of what that is. And my website is pretty much done by her.
Okay.
I laid the blueprint down. I showed her how to use it. Now I don't even touch it no more.
That's
She
dope.
looks at my schedule. She goes to the calendar. She just confirms with me, like, hey, look, it looks like you got this and this going. Which dates do you want to put on there? Well, I want to put that one because it shows. I don't like it to show if it's brand new funk, brand new funk, brand new funk, brand new funk.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the end of my week. No. I want even people nationally to see that I'm various. So as much vary as you can, put on the website. Because on the front page, I can control the front page. Brand new funk every Sunday.
Yeah.
Such and such every Wednesday. So those are residencies.
Yeah.
No. On the other stuff, put the fact that I'm playing with a rock band on Tuesday. Put the fact that I'm playing with a jazz band on, whatever. I'm doing R&B at Dax on whatever dates or whatever the case. So put that and people go, this dude is varied. And now that attracts other people to me.
It does.
So Detroit calls me, is like, we noticed you did this gig. Can you do this up here? Yes, I can. So,
Nice. Yeah.
And then the other part of that balance is knowing that no is okay.
Okay.
Because for a while I didn't feel no was okay, so I would lower my prices to get yes.
Okay.
So she was like, no. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? No. Don't you ever.
Yeah.
Ever do that. So the value stayed here.
Man.
You got no's. It's cool. It's cool. Get
That's
to know.
another conversation we need to have but for another day.
Part 2.
Yeah, that's
Man.
a whole nother.
Because I had a question, but I'm going to save it. I'm going to
Yeah.
text it to myself.
So yeah, that no becomes that same person that said no comes back around again and goes, hey man, it's almost like I appreciated your no. Because it's always no, I'm not taking that for a low price, or no, I have something already booked on that day, but I'm paying you X amount of money. I don't know. I know these people are paying me $15. You're trying to pay me $15, but they booked me first. That integrity stays up the next time they hire me. They know when I take their gig, they're gonna be like, no, he's solid. He's not gonna switch up.
Yeah.
He's gonna stay on this no matter what comes up. So that's exactly where I am with it.
Wait, I got one more question. I was going to wait, but I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In that same vein, she supports you. How do you show reciprocity to her for supporting you?
I'm not gonna say it's automatic because I'm just an automatic kind of romantic individual. But what she does is schedule dates off. She'll just block them out all the way, and I already know what that means. And it's just, I need time. I want time.
And you give it to her.
And I give it. And that's exactly where it is. So that's where the big part of that balance is.
That's
where
good.
I give when I'm there for it. And because she knows I'm gonna be out of town for about 2 weeks. I'm gonna be in Atlanta. No, I can't have you here with me. So, but when I get back,
I got you.
You know, so it'll make things happen. So I also had to have somebody know Valentine's is in the process of coming up. But I have a problem with sharing that care for one day. So I celebrate the day before and the day after. I never celebrate the day of. And every girlfriend before or every person I've had before either broke up with, but mind you, ready for this? I'm giving you gift here and here, just not on the day everybody else is getting it. You get mad at me because I don't give you that
of that
gift.
day,
And you break up with me.
Right.
You're not the right one.
Exactly.
I'm trying to give you 364.
Right.
You want to take one.
Yeah.
You dumb.
Yeah. Yeah.
You're not understanding how this would, okay, well, you're next.
Yeah.
So when I got somebody that understood, like, wait a minute, let me get this straight. You're gonna give me 2 presents.
Yeah.
The one before everybody get one, and then when everybody's done, oh yeah, I'm winning. I was like, girl?
Dude, your perspectives are like the way you think about stuff, man, is awesome.
Thank you, man.
That's great. I need to know what you be reading, bro.
Right.
You read books.
I need to find your philosophy.
Right? Jesus.
Man,
That's-
guru.
That's down the chain all day.
Thanks, man.
But that's what's up, man.
Yeah, man.
So just to go ahead and cause about that time to go ahead and wrap it up. One thing that we did not tell you about the podcast is that one of the main reasons that we invite our guests is because we are actually fans of our guests.
Oh, say word.
We are actually fans of our guests, and we just want to actually let you know that we appreciate your contribution to the music scene, man.
Man, that's big.
We're also actually here to give you flowers. We
not real ones.
not real flowers, but we here to give you your flowers and let you know, hey man, we see you. We appreciate you, man. You are a dope talent. You're a dope you're a dope individual altogether, man.
Thank you,
and
man.
we just appreciate you. You know what I'm saying?
I say you gained a fan right here, cause
yeah, we
Man.
we definitely appreciate you for taking the time out your busy schedule to come kick it with us for a little bit.
Back, brother.
Oh, for sure, man. But just like I said,
Got more questions,
man. You as a drummer, Brand New Funk, man, you're so intricate. You're so interesting. You are like I said, you are a dope talent. A lot of times we have what I like to call sometimes the cool kids, and a lot of times when you don't see people running in those same circles as the cool kids, you don't think that they're as important or as talented or as whatever. And I'm here to let everybody know you a goddamn lie talking about that one.
Yeah.
If you don't think he's something if you don't think he a problem. You know what I'm saying? So on behalf of three of us, we just wanted to let you know, man, like
thank you for
we
all
are
that
fans.
you do.
We are fans of you for real.
Thank you.
Real
I
talk.
appreciate it, man.
Yeah,
Really
one
appreciate
thing I've noticed, man, throughout the times I met you and seen you, with Brand New Funk and other things, I could tell you really set yourself apart, especially on the business end. Like a lot of this stuff I didn't even know. So yeah, man, we need to talk that
For sure.
but yeah, man, yeah, definitely dope individual, bro. So
Thank you, man.
but on that note, any last words before we have the benediction, brother?
Just remember, man, at the end of the day, it ain't gonna suck itself.
Okay, that.
Yeah. Also, before we end, make sure you guys please go subscribe to you on our YouTube channel, DFW Shed Sessions.
Yes.
And share with all your friends. Share with everybody. How many bodies? Everybody.
Everybody.
Make sure that whenever you hear me talk in the beginning of anything I say, or in the ending of things, I always start with peace and end it with peace. What it stands for is positive energy activates constant elevation. So
Beautiful.
I always start a conversation with that, so you almost can't argue with me. And I always end the conversation to let you know that everything is going to be okay even afterwards.
Nice.
It's gonna be all right.
Yeah.
It's gonna be all right.
So with that being said, peace.
All right. All right. Well, that is a night wrap. Great episode, man. See
All right,
y'all
man. Y'all
on the
be
flip
easy.
side. All right.
Peace.
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 Peace.